Got like, just gotta like shove it all the way up in there.
It's time for breakfast.
Oh well, you know, that's fine. What's up, people? You didn't hear shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Introduction. Yo, I am Wooden Barrel, and I'm joined today by...
Obvious 40th. Welcome, welcome.
We got Namaha over here on your left, and we got our boy SpikeVegeta on the right. It's going to be a lovely morning of ZOOTTR.
Yeah, hope everyone's excited. That was your cue to applaud.
Yeah. Here, I got this. I have a piece of paper.
Starting off, Fire Medallion.
They can totally see the tiny applaud I wrote on my notes.
Let's see if either runner is going to skip the Kokiri sword chest.
I never skip the Kokiri sword chest. All right, time to rate this Midos house. I like playing this game of rating it a 1 through 10. So far, with light arrows and what was that, a bottle?
Some kind of bottle. Was it the Rudo's letter bottle?
I didn't quite see over here on Namaha. We're going to get a gooder look at that.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, okay, all right, great. I give that like a 5.
5 out of 10?
Yeah, 5 out of 10. Gets
Yeah.
you some good early access to Ice Cavern. Gets the king moved out of the way if you go there early enough.
Yeah, if we find some explosives, it would make sense to stick around Child for a little bit and head up the river.
I don't know. Are you a fan of finding light arrows early?
Nope, no.
No,
The
yeah,
best
same.
in that validation chest.
Or from Zelda. I like the meme from Zelda.
Vanilla,
Vanilla's great.
always tasty. And just $5.
Okay. I'm okay with me personally. I do the early child route, so I like getting money early. So even seeing that, I'm happy. Like with Spike's situation, he just needs to grab 1 more rupee. And I know his playstyle. He's not gonna do the early child route. He's gonna go straight adult. Namaha, I don't know as well, so it'll be interesting to see if he goes for more money to get 20 rupees to do child fishing through the early child route. And it seems like he's just gonna hope he gets money in Gerudo Valley if he does that.
Yep, definitely the early child route is pretty strong. My only caveat is if you get a bunch of adult items, hammer, hook shot, bow, something like that, even hover boots, early adult can pay off.
And yep, we have good old route divergence. Spike's heading straight for early adult, going to hit up CAC and whatnot, whereas Namaha is going towards Southern Hyrule to get the open grotto there, and then going to lead that into Gerudo Valley for the heart piece crate, and then behind the waterfall, get the hint, probably wrap into Lake Hylia. Curious to see if he goes for the 2 extra hint stones around Lake Hylia or not, or if he just goes straight for child fishing, Scarecrow, and then on to Hyrule.
Yeah, those lake perimeter hints are a little less valuable in 5.0 with every unique or non-unique grotto having its own hint. So that is an interesting play. Also, some runners choose not to do Gerudo Valley until either after Lon Lon Ranch. So there are the meta has evolved.
Indeed it has. I remember a time where it was just you rush straight to Hyrule Castle and Gerudo training ground right there. Okay, that's good.
Valuable info. And that might be some info that Spike doesn't pick up for a while, depending on where that repeated hint is.
Yep. That's why the early play for this that Namaha's doing is really strong. You just get info like that. Because I personally don't know when a good time is to reroute it in. So I have to do it at the start of the seed. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to orphan it until I get like a Serenade to do like Hylia as an adult, or I get a Pona song.
Yep. Yeah, Hyrule Field tends to be a place where you can forget some checks, either a boulder or big pose. And nothing from Slingshot.
When do we do randomized weird egg inaccessible and
Oh.
for the weekly thing? Let's do that.
I don't think so.
Come on, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It just locks 3 songs.
It just makes seeds a good hour or so longer. At least.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I thought Namaha was about to jump off backwards with that chicken.
Oh, I would have been really proud if he had it. I'd be like, yes, just go for it.
Ooh, we got magic on 1500. Skullmask is dead.
And what was that Baron?
I did not see that Baron.
I was going to go right down the magic part to help myself keep track of it.
Oh,
Everything.
good question.
You got to go back for it. You missed, like, the entire seed. A Link to the Past was in there.
There's a hint for King Zora. Our screen flickered, so I didn't quite see what was on that.
I'm sure it's fine.
You always assume it's garbage.
Oh, yeah. It's a one-off. No one likes unfreezing the king.
Especially if they read it that quickly. It's usually garbage.
Namaha doing talk to Grudagard and check soil patch percent. Respect it. I like it.
Interested in that penny out of that crate.
Donga's Cavern, Shadow Temple, Water Temple, Spirit Forest. All right. It's not a bad dungeon layout.
Yep.
Too bad Shadow wasn't a stone, though. At least with these settings, with beatable only. Cack way the hero. Okay. I hear someone say chickens. No. We ain't, nah. That's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. If it's it, that's gonna be great. I'll pop off.
But Namaha is prioritizing this information here.
Yeah. If your movement's really good, you can wrap around this and get these hints, no problem.
Big Goron was
Hookshot. Ooh.
shot.
Namaha really getting a lot of information on Spike here. He's got two Way of the Heroes that Spike knows nothing about that has, and knows that Big Goron is a hookshot. So as soon as he sees the trade sequence item, he's going to go for that hookshot.
Yep.
Or try to figure out some way to route it in to get it quickly.
Icy Waters.
God, it's so much easier to catch what hints say when you're the one checking and reading them because you know right where you're looking for it.
Yeah.
But then when you're watching it, you're waiting to like see it, and it just comes up and you catch one half of it, and just the rest is gone. I didn't even see what Icy Waters was.
But check this out.
Boo! Spike buying a shield. I disagree. Don't do it. You don't need it. It's a waste of time, waste of money.
He's got plenty of money, and this is Way of the Hero CAC. Let's see if he can find anything in here. And yeah, he's taunting you.
yeah, no. He was taunting me. I see you. Love you too, Spike.
We got Rufio up here. Head of the Lost Boys. Just a piece of heart.
Winner! The winner piece of heart. The best piece of heart in the game.
Not only that, it brings Spike up to 4.
I'm sad whenever I send someone else into multi-world. 40's dead. All right. 40 skulls, nothing. That's good.
Yeah.
Next, you really want to find 50.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to end up seeing 40, 30 dead and then be like, oh, 50's your mirror shield and you got to do spirit. It's like, why?
What if you get 20 too? 20, 30, 40, and you're still missing 50.
Oh, that you just don't play to 50 at that point. You just assume it's nothing.
Oh, then it just plagues your mind.
Nope, not mine. I just don't think about it. It's the best way to treat it. Just don't think about it. It's fine.
Ooh, Silver Scale next to the cow.
With the Silver Scale and Namaha knowing Cack Way the Hero, Scale could be Way the Hero for getting into Zora's domain to do job logically. If bomb bags are somewhere stupid.
Yeah.
Or if ZL is somewhere like blocked behind medallions and whatnot.
Yeah, and this early route by Spike, it might send him up the river with that Rudo's Letter quicker than Namaha. Like you said, depending on where explosives are.
Yeah.
So here's a free shield for Spike. I'm sure you're hoping this is a nice trap.
Nah. This is a Daycare shield. Daycare shields are nice. You need those. Highland shields, they're metal. What are they good for? Nothing good for nothing. Totally don't need it to crouch stab or bomb crown jump with.
Got Bolero of Fire there in the windmill, so that might help Spike route.
If he had hover boots or hookshot, yes, but without those, he can't get back across the bridge. At best, right now, that's just another song and potential song chain. I love getting early song chains, going from like Bolero to Requiem to like Minuet to just get like a bunch of warp songs. It makes routing and movement throughout the seed later on way better.
Absolutely.
And namaha getting a fair bit of money. And all right, good.
Yeah, he got that wallet from Child Fishing. Spike is gonna throw $100 of that gold rupee
101.
on the floor.
Namaha, however, can put all of that in there. Time for Richard the dog. Shoutouts to Spike's fiance for her rendition of a song she made for Brown Dog Stay Away.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah,
I have to go back in the archives.
Mm-hmm. It's real good.
Here we go. Get your guesses in chat.
Ooh. Nice boomerang.
Lord Banana.
That's just immediate jobber right there.
Well, he doesn't have scale or bombs, so it'll be interesting to see when that gets routed in.
True. But, like, I don't know namaha too well. I know for me, I like to still do 3-song route with the child opener. He might decide to go adult 1 after just the early child route because of Cackway the hero.
Mm-hmm.
So if he does that, he'll get that scale, and then he's got his boomerang and his rear's letter. He can go do job if he wanted to.
Yeah, but Jabu, right? It's not a medallion, so unless they're really running out of checks, I can't imagine they'll be going in there.
Yeah, it's not somewhere I would personally be prioritizing myself either. It's if I ended up in that area and I had Froze win a magic, obviously I just go in, drop it. Now I can get back there easily.
Yeah. Different story if it's medallion.
Oh yeah, different story. If it's a medallion, you go in at 1,000,000%.
Ooh.
See? Yeah, he sees me. He sees me. Never have to buy a shield. Never. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Although Ganon without a shield, no fun.
I've done it before. It's not.
Yeah. Round 2, Spike getting burned here.
I can't tell you all how happy I am he found a shield shortly after buying a shield. That makes my day. I am beyond ecstatic. Also, namaha pushing both boxes. I have not pushed both boxes in a long time because I always make sure to buy a stick.
Yeah, sticks can be trolling. It's not too bad with the fast block pushing.
Oh yeah, praise be to fast block pushing. Like, oh, it's so much better. Like this would lose him a million years before, and now it's just like, nah, it's like 10 seconds. Alright, Dompe 2, nothing.
Yeah, finishing up with the graveyard here. I didn't know if Spike checked what was under the crate.
ZL's vanilla, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, that unlocks a good bit. I like ZL early. I hate finding ZL late. ZL late is the worst to me, and Spike's gonna be following that song chain here with Bolero. Namaha seeming to be going for 3-song route with Child, so he's going to go to Lon Lon. Sorry. Okay. Not much of a song chain. Didn't get to any new warps, but you did get Saria song.
Yeah, that's nice for when he goes back through the Lost Woods. And assuming he goes to the castle, too, he'll have ZL and Saria for that Goron dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we don't get to see the Goron dancing anymore.
That's a shame. We should get to see him dance. That man spent $20 at a dance class and learned how to groove and move like the best of them. And now we just can't see it anymore.
I mean, we could. I assume if we can get Talon running away without a cutscene, we could just have Darunia continually dancing in his chamber.
TR, I know you're somewhere around here. Get on that. Just Darunia constantly dancing. Yes, please.
Full heart container from Talon.
That's nice. At this early stage, I love finding heart containers or just heart pieces in general up until I get about 6 hearts. Once I get up to 6, that's about the time where I'm like, okay, I don't really need any more health. Because 6 is the bare minimum you really need to do the Volvagia fight and do it the quick way with bombs or bomb chews. You have just barely enough time to do it.
Yep. Also, good to note if you're ever playing a co-op or, you know, be like, hey, pick up this heart container. Go. Minuet from Miss Malin here.
Minuet's a good one to get early from Malin like this, because then you don't have to save quit once you do the cow house. You can just warp straight to the forest and get the song from Saria and just kind of like do the forest in Lost Woods in reverse.
Yep, yep. Another good option would have been Requiem of Spirit, especially because he has that boomerang. But Spike now full up on his sticks. Gonna farm a little money off the chains here.
See, that'd be like big brain. You get Requiem, and you already have your boomerang. Just like, I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna see what I can find real quick.
Yep.
Of course, he needed sticks though.
What was that? Something he wants. Spike waiting out the time of day to return Richard the dog for his banana.
Alright, you always gotta help a little doggo out. He's a good boy.
Ooh, a hook shot.
Come on. Be rude. Be a nice trap. I am anti these. Oh, okay. That's good.
Well,
So he knows where his long shot is.
yep, water is his medallion, so we're going to have to get that eventually off Big Goron.
Wasn't the big Goron hit around Lake Hylia too?
It was, yep. You're
That's
right.
something Spike might not find for a while.
Yikes.
That's a big yikes.
We got the Sun Song here from Saria. Very useful.
Icy Waters is a huge rupee. Okay. Caught it this time. You're not too fast for me now, Namaha. I've adjusted to your mashing speeds. Come back to me 5 minutes later when he checks another hint stone and I miss it.
2 coming up.
Yeah, 5 minutes being more like 30 seconds. Kokiri, Forest Way the hero. Okay. Light arrows. Stop.
Surprise, surprise.
That hurts.
Hyrule Field. All right.
Was that one way the hero?
It was.
All right. Okay.
So those are our 4 or 5 locations?
We're at 4. So there's one more way of the hero. And Namaha has read all of them. Gerudo Valley Bear. Okay, so this is where Spike, going adult early, has now saved some time. Because he never went to Gerudo Valley.
Yep.
Anyone that goes the early child route and goes Gerudo Valley just lost like 2 minutes to Spike there. Not 2, more like a minute and a half probably. A minute.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't route that in after Lon Lon, but I don't think I've seen him employ that strat.
I'm trying to write down the hints to keep track of who has read what to help us a little bit on comms. Hey man, it's good information to know.
Yep, Spike just saw that Hyrule Field way of the hero. There was a second hint stone up here
Okay.
by the castle. But he's got full stick, so he's just going to pull one of these crates and hope he can get that jump slash.
Now, what I'm curious to see is if we find a second, like a duplicate of the Big Goron hint somewhere that's easily accessible. Because if it is, then Spike's going to get bailed out a little bit. If it's not, that's kind of scary for Spike right now.
Yep. Hopefully in that situation, he'd find the claim check right outside somewhere in the crater.
Yeah, it's just kind of like you find the claim check somewhere convenient, and you're just like, why not? Hey, Big Goron, here's your thing. And you're just like, oh, cool.
Bottom of the well, also barren.
Ooh.
That's a great hint to
That's
find.
really good. That is like 10 minutes of time you don't have to waste going there now.
We got our first dungeon, Namaha, inside the Deku Tree, 18 minutes in.
So I think right now, as far as like both their opening routes are pretty much kind of set and done now. They're going to be kind of converging in the same areas. I want to say I feel like Spike has kind of, as far as just like being progressed in the seed, is ahead a little bit, but as far as knowledge, he is vastly behind.
Yep.
I just hope that Big Goron hint comes up somewhere else.
Yeah, it should. There's definitely one out there somewhere. We just hope it's not outside the moat in that Song of Storms grotto.
Oh yeah, yeah. up by High Roll Castle. Just that's not a hit stun you ever coming back to.
Yeah.
Or the one over by Gerudo Valley. First ice trap. What? Gotta love ice traps. Quad damage ice traps. Oh, you melt quicker than you freeze. Big boy sword. All right. Adult combat's easy. See, you don't need shields. You just need a big sword.
There you go.
Compensate one way, not the other. I don't know. Which would you have? Shield or a big sword?
Shield.
Pff, coward.
You've got those one cycle strats down. I'm much more prone to getting killed.
I guess that's fair.
Not by King Dodongo, mind you.
I just want to point out Namaha BM freezing that skull just because it hit him is like, screw you, nerd. This is what you get. Be paralyzed for a moment. Calm down.
Those spiders are scary.
Imagine if spiders were like that in real life. Now, I know Namaha, he saved quit from Lon Lon. I wonder if Spike will do that since he is running on N64 versus emulator. I feel like it'd be better for Spike to just warp instead of save quit personally.
And I think Namaha also did play Minuet after grabbing that hook shot.
I might have. Oh, he did, yeah, because he went through save.
Sorry, got a Sun Song.
I am very bad at paying attention sometimes.
Hey, a lot can happen in 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, it can. I'm trying to think like 20 steps ahead of everything.
Yeah. Getting trolled by that one hook shot. Now Spike sees this hook shot. So he'll know where his long shot is. Namaha still hasn't seen that 1500 hint.
Yeah, that's the thing that Spike has over Namaha right now is he knows where a magic is, whereas Namaha just knows like GTG, CAC, Kokiria, and Hyrule are all way of the hero. Granted, Spike knows Hyrule as well.
Oh yeah, and I misspoke. That was the magic that Spike has info on.
Yeah.
Not the long shot. But now in the Sacred Forest Meadow, grabbing his Sun Song.
I missed this song. Let's write that down on both sides. Sun Song's nice to get early. It makes routing less of a pain.
Yep, the child routing for sure.
Yeah, it's no longer, all right, I got to beat this on here and here. It's, okay, I can just kind of mess up a little bit. Oh, I'm a little late on my time. Play a song.
Namaha, nope, not getting the first try B1 skip.
Ugh. B1 skip is one of those tricks that you learn it and then it like evaporates from your memory. And then you relearn it, and then it does the same thing, where it just evaporates from your memory.
Or even if you play it on a different screen, sometimes that's enough to throw off your movement.
That looks good. Yeah, there it is. Not bad. Doesn't wait. Still better time save than going around the entire part of Deku Tree. Okay, so Minuet, Nocturne.
Okay, yeah. Couldn't quite see that in stone.
So that's good to know, because that pretty much will kill all dungeons. There's still a chance that we could get all dungeons, but that drastically lowers that chance.
Yep. ZL and Nocturne, those are the ones you don't want to see on the OOT.
Yep. At least in these settings, however, if you do see that, that's not immediate panic, because Shadow could end up being a stone, and that locks Shadow from needing to be able to be beat.
True.
Shoutouts to Beatable Only, everybody. You go from a 24% chance of an all-dungeon seed on all locations reachable to an 8. And nice one cycle on Queen Goma by Namaha.
Yep, they're syncing up here. Namaha exiting the Deku Tree as Spike's jumping in.
They're going to be high-fiving as they go. Like, Namaha's going to be coming out and be like, good luck, man. And Spike's going to be like, thanks, you too.
Ooh, valid.
No. Throw it on the ground. We don't need that 1 cent. It's not needed. I believe this is where the bottom of the well hint was. Yep.
Remember, we missed that one Baron hint that was outside the temple, so that might have been a repeat.
Yeah, it could have been. We'll know. We'll know whenever Namaha goes adult, because we'll be paying extra attention to recatch that hit. Which, if it's actually something different, then we've gotten 4 of our Way of the Heroes, and if it is a third Baron hint, then we've gotten 3 Barons already. Because we're sitting at Valley is Baron and Bottom of the Well is Baron.
Yep.
Which is really good. Valley, for me, would sting, because I do the early route. It's going to kind of sting for Namaha, I feel. He's going to be like, ah, well, oh well. But Bottom of the Well is good. That's just, nope, never touching it, never doing it. Unless you're trying to big brain and look for choose.
Oh.
Hey, man.
Second magic can be in Baron locations, right?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Spike finding his first ice trap, too. What a fool he was. Getting his big boy sword. Again, big Goron sword's great to find this early. It just speeds up every part of adult fighting. And just, there you go. You're like, oh, hey, Stalfoses, you're dead. Oh, hey, bosses, bye. Also, Namaha committing to some skulls. I'm not against this. This is not a skull I'd be grabbing just because you got to get out of your way for it.
Yeah, I don't think we saw Namaha go into the Lost Woods. Right? He skipped all those checks in there.
Big brain. Or he did it reverse. And he just wasn't paying attention.
I don't think so. I think he went from the Lost Woods into the Deku Tree. That'll be interesting. He doesn't have Saryu's song.
Boo. Buying another shield. Can you believe these people? Both of them. They don't need to buy it. There's a mirror shield quite handy elsewhere. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Better safe than sorry.
No, you're right. Like, I am a fool for not buying a shield. I will right out admit that. But I'm contractually obligated at this point to never buy one.
Yep. Also get shamed if you ever do chickens again.
Chickens isn't a shame. That is just something you don't want to go do early when you have a million other things to do.
Unless you see Kakariko Way of the Hero.
Nah, still skip it. Unless I find something. Unless I don't find anything. If I don't find anything, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Namaha channeling his inner ATZ. Round 2 of the Slingshot minigame.
Shoutouts to ATC. Fresca. Gotta keep that hydration going.
Yep. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, everybody.
No, I like how you said it better. It was good.
I don't know if I could say that again.
I don't know how to replicate it either. Don't worry. We're in the same boat. And by boat, I mean table and chairs. We can pretend it's a boat. I'm sure it'd float.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Skull Mask dead. Yeah, he knows horseback archery.
There's
Bottom of the well. Okay, so the well was there.
Yeah, one more Baron location out there.
I'm being very lazy about writing these hints, and if I see them get something the other gets, I just draw an arrow over to the side. It's gonna look really confusing to anybody else but me.
I hope you post the picture of it onto Discord later. No? Oh.
It'll go right in the trash.
It could be a work of art.
I don't know about that. My handwriting's pretty bad. I expect to see Namaha be adult for quite a while here. Because he's got that hook shot. He can do a lot with the hook shot. I would expect to see a Forest Temple dip.
Did Spike kill Goma?
Yeah. I would hope.
I just saw him save warp out of the Deku Tree.
Ooh, he might have been messing up B1 skip then. If he saved warped out, he might have been messing up B1 skip and just saying, screw it, not gonna do it. Oh no. He knows it's
stone.
He knows it's a stone. That's what it is. He knows it's a stone, so he's just being like, nah, I'm not gonna go finish this. But he's still going in and doing like most of the checks.
It makes sense.
Which is smart. It's a ton of checks to do.
Well, also too, the Goma fight isn't in logic without the slingshot.
Yeah, but like,
Spike doesn't care about that.
yeah, no. That's one of those minor nuances that we just don't pay attention to anymore.
Here we go, though. Namaha has got his Nocturnus Shadow, now checking out the graveyard. Just a piece of heart from the Skull Kid. So Namaha not missing out there.
30's dead. All right. This is kind of getting close to that situation you were talking about.
Yep,
With
yep.
30, 40, maybe even 20, you finding all those dead, nothing on 50. And just, no, you don't play it.
Yeah, I always assume 30, 40, 50, Frogs 2, Big Goron, they're all dead.
All right, Serenade. Got a lot of good early just warp songs. It's going to make just overworld movement a lot nicer throughout this seed. So you got Minuet for easier access back to like your forest areas, mainly Forest Temple. Bolero for your Goron City Fire Temple, Death Mountain Trail. Serenade for Lake Hylia, maybe getting over to GTG. In fact, we'll be getting over to GTG because it's Way of the Hero.
Yep, yep.
What if all that's over in GTG is the trade sequence item?
Or Tunic.
Oh, no, that would be. I would not like that. I would be upset.
Spike with a very progressive song here.
Dude, just doing his musical scales.
And nothing in the Lost Woods.
Can you backflip over him?
I don't know. Namaha getting
You can, Gav?
hung up a little.
Oh, neat. I didn't know that. Never tried it. I've always ran up beside him. I'm going to have to try that. That looks... Okay. That looks sweet. Looks swaggy. Gotta do the swaggy stuff.
Spike now making use of his silver scale, headed up the river. This could be some valuable stuff, but just a piece of heart there on that first ledge.
At worst case, the river is 3 hint stones.
Yep.
Zora's River is a foolish choice.
That's a great hint
Or
stone.
it's not any checks, and you just say, well, bye.
He'll swim down, collect some money, pick up some beans and his chicken.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm still, like, he's going to go get the chicken now. I think it's more so he's going to probably buy some beans as well.
Yep.
Otherwise, he would just gone straight into Zora's Domain with ZL.
Yeah, I didn't
But
know if he saw the item in the crater when he was grabbing that song, but just imagine you come up the river the other direction, you do the 3 checks, and then you get
exactly.
that hit.
I've done that so many times. But yeah, no, I don't blame him for getting the beans by like 2 or 3 with what little knowledge we have. I would have still probably grabbed the chicken just to get the grotto up here and the hint stone.
That's a good point, yeah. 2 hints up here that he's going to miss out on.
Because now I don't know if he's ever going to get the Lake Hylia hints, the 2 in the back. And now he's skipping these 2.
Yep, good point. It kind of looked like he wanted to roll into that tree for the Skulltula, but without explosives. He kind of turned the other direction.
Now I'm worried if the other big Goron hint is going to be in Zora's River.
Yeah, we can only wait and see as Namaha grabs his mirror shield out of Dampe 1.
Never have to buy a shield, Namaha.
Too bad he did.
Yeah, too bad he bought a useless hunk of metal.
But already maxed out his wallet again, so not stressing it. Me, if I buy an $80 something or other and then find a free something or other, I'm a little upset.
I'm taking the $80 something back and getting a refund.
There you go.
Walking into Walmart with my receipt, be like, yes, ma'am, I found this better quality one somewhere else for free. I would like my money back, please and thank you.
They do have that price match guarantee.
Yeah, see, exactly. Big brain, big brain.
Well, big brain is not bonking into those walls.
Yeah, he just smushed his big brain. It's now small brain. Spike have to do a little bit of rupee farming to do the diving mini game.
Yeah,
Bought too many beans. At least it's just quick fire, easy peasy. What does this hint be? 50's dead. Okay.
There we go. Now the diving minigame is a good thing to keep in mind if you're ever doing shop sanity and you need some extra rupees after the first match. There's a 20 that always gets thrown down there.
So far with CAC, with what we've seen, the only thing that we could probably take away from it that'd be Way of the Hero is the silver scale.
Yep, scale. What do we got? The Bolero and the windmill. So
yeah,
just one possible check that opens up.
Yeah, depending on what's on the creator heart piece, the bean spot, then Bolero could have been the way to hero. Could also potentially be whatever songs on Burning Cack.
Yep. Or 10 and 20 skulls.
Yep.
That left too, and your favorite check.
Yep, chickens. Waste of time. Don't do it. No need it. You have better things to do.
Unless that 5.0 flag is on, just one chicken.
Nah, even then. Unless she's giving it to me for free, I ain't doing it. If she says one chicken, I will pick it up, walk to her, say hi, and then throw it away.
Drop it on her feet.
Pretty much.
You pick it up. Get goosebumps.
Let roll. Spike a healthy boy right now.
Yeah, namaha with that hook shot. He's going to be able to explore Death Mountain a little bit more.
Oh yeah, this is kind of funny where like if you do early adult or if you do child first, this is kind of where like the route just ends up really diverging. Whereas whoever stayed child the first has a longer adult one, and then whoever went adult one has a much longer child two usually.
Yep.
Because of just all the items you end up finding. Namaha finding out 40 is also dead.
Yeah, making his way through CAC.
Mean downtown, going fast. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
Oh, right, there's 20 bucks in that crate. I always forget about that one.
I didn't know about that one. Alright, warping to Bolero. Going to also get his Sarios. And they'll be able to do more Death Mountain Crater checks along with Goron City. We'll start with G's. Close enough.
Looked like just a nut there in the lake, but Spike gonna pick up his Scarecrow song. Let's see if he grabs his wallet from the fishing game.
So something else that well, real quick, let's see when Namaha looks at this, see what this is. Or never mind. We don't get to see. Something I was going to say it was about the Zora scale. It could be way of the hero for getting gold scale for logical diving in the lab or for the Tektite grotto.
Yep. Could also be our first and only logical bomb bags inside Jabu Jabu.
That too, yeah. Claim check could be in Jabu.
No.
That'd be a feels bad a little bit. You don't want to dip Jabu for like, what is it, 4 checks?
Yeah. But he's now got the ice cavern open, so that's good news.
Yes.
Namaha now back child. Not much in his adult one. Although he, as we said, he could have done a lot more exploration, but I'm guessing he dipped out of the crater because he didn't have any explosives, no hammer.
Yeah, I still would have probably checked what the crater bean was and what the wall heart piece was. He might have looked at what the wall heart piece was when I wasn't paying attention.
Yep. Can kind of angle them in different directions, whether you're coming from the warp spot or Darunia's chamber.
Yes. Spike seems to be playing towards some skulls right now, and that's interesting.
Well, Cackway the hero, he might be thinking 10 or 20.
Mm-hmm. It's very possible.
Looks like Namaha now going to head into the Lost Woods.
Okay, so that's an interesting routing choice for Namaha.
Ooh.
Electing to
Spike.
Icy Waters lies. Okay, so he is going to get his big Yor on him. Okay. I was a little worried about that one.
Yep.
That one could have potentially made or broke this race.
Yeah, no, he's routed it in nice. He used that scale to get into the river domain, finish up the lake. So very, very good routing by Spike Vegeta here.
I'm gonna make sure it was this one. I was pretty sure. Okay, yeah. I was about to say Spike. Hello.
Yeah,
okay, it was.
Shot.
Got it. Imagine if he had just walked right past it and just kept going. Just like, nah, I don't need it. Probably nothing.
Yeah. Make note of which corners those hint stones are in.
Oh, I would have felt so bad. Bless you.
Cackway the hero once again.
Namaha finding out 30 is dead. I don't know if he already knew that, but I'm just going to draw my arrow over anyways. These are starting to cross. It's fine.
Spike doing some gardening, getting his green thumb on.
Oh, yeah. Helping out the environment, planting some trees, getting some fresh, breathy oxygen in the airflow. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Namaha using Sunsong strats to get around the Lost Woods a little bit. Unfortunately, misses the landing on the log there.
Sunsong strats is really good for that. It's something I need to remember more myself. I will forget it 90% of the time.
Yeah, I mean, you get Sunsong and you're like, oh, great, one extra check. Maybe Frogs too.
Frogs too. Please don't. Well, we know it's not in this. Zor's River's dead.
Yep. But Spike now grabbing the open grotto here. Still no explosives. 40 minutes in. No hammer.
I'm trying to think now. Yeah, with no explosives, it might actually be 10 or 20 or chickens that has explosives. Oh no.
They can also get into the Forest Temple.
Yeah, they can do some Forest Temple stuff.
Some Adult Lake stuff.
I'm surprised that Namaha, during his adult one, didn't do... I mean, it would have only been 2 checks, because he doesn't have a strength, right? He doesn't have strength.
For Forest Temple, yeah.
So it would have been only 2 checks that they could have done. Unless they, until they get like Song of Time or a bow at that point. Strength could have opened up like you do like the stupid recoil to get to the Floor Master, and you go from there. But yeah, without like a bow or Song of Time, it's like it's 2 checks. But at this point, now it's getting to that. Might need to go do it. You could also dip into fire for like see if you are hammer locked.
Yep. But Namaha saw that Baron Zor's River hint, and he's not going to go down for those other hint stones either. Not going down for the beans.
You could also just go into Jabu for 4 checks at this point. That actually, I think, might be one of the more denser areas currently.
Yeah, it looks like it. Spike, though, looks like he wants to get into Dampe. I'm not sure if he'll have enough time.
Well, he has Sun Song.
Yeah.
So he can just force it.
Yeah, it's what, 8 seconds you have between the Wolf Howl and Dampe goes to bed?
I think it was like 20-something, actually.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, Spike's going to be getting Nighttime Skulls, getting Dampe. I think with the Nighttime Cack Skulls here, he'll have enough to check 10.
Yeah, he's done Deku. He did the ones out of Lake Hylia. That boomerang has been very helpful for these guys.
Yes. Early Boomerang is great for just collecting Skulltulas in general.
Spike will also be able to clear out the graveyard if he gets that flame storage in the Royal Tomb.
Yeah, that is true.
Namaha checking that as adult, not have access to that one.
I feel like that's kind of the trade-off you have to do, though. Like, at that point, you're there as if you're there as adult and you have ZL, you're not going to try to waste time by coming back as child to do it when you can just do it there and just kind of orphan off that 1 check.
Orphan, that very apt name.
I mean, it's what you're doing.
You gotta abandon children sometimes.
Abandoning checks, thank you very much. Ooh, Namaha has a fish. He might be electing to go into Jabu.
Yeah, I
Big
think
brainy.
so.
Which I don't blame him. At this point, he's done a lot of what he can do, and now it's just you're kind of scrambling a little bit, looking for like, all right, where's that progression item?
Yep.
Where's the thing that lets me play the rest of my video game?
Here we go, 10 skulls. Aw.
I'm an idiot. Ice Cavern's still on the board. We have ZL. We can go to Ice Cavern.
Yep.
Ah.
It's a tough play.
Opponent's song's going to be on Ice Cavern. GTG access right there. Way of the hero. Bam. Calling it. Calling my shot.
We know one of those checks down there is not anything.
Yeah, the Icy Waters. It's a huge rupee.
Yeah, but it would be a shame if there's something in that Great Fairy and we don't get explosives for a while and, they clear out Jabu and the Ice Cavern and have to go back for the Great Fairy.
I mean, again, that's one of those case scenarios where you orphan it.
Yep.
And you just hope it's nothing. I think that's what this is being. I think it is Ice Cavern for your opponents to go out to GTG.
Yeah, Spike planting that bean there in the graveyard tells me that he has seen something underneath that crate worth picking up.
Indeed.
Of course, we missed both namaha and Spike checking that.
Yeah.
We'll see it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it'll come back around. That's the glory of this. We're just staying blind to it like anybody else that doesn't know it. We want to get that shock value of whenever it's open and it was like, oh, it's a great item, and it's an ice trap, and it's like, ha ha ha.
And there's like 10 or 20 people yelling us in chat, oh, we saw that like an hour ago.
Yeah, they saw it an hour ago before we were even playing, yeah. Freaking psychics in their future sight. I see you all out there. Pointed at a monitor that doesn't have any chat.
Here we go, Lord Jabu Jabu. I assume Namaha, especially without Furrow's Wind, is going to full clear this.
I could see maybe skipping Baronade, potentially. And that's, at this point, I would see that pretty much only if, like, he finds something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I would see doing, like, the back 3. And then if you find something in those back 3, you just leave and don't worry about Baronade. But, again, kind of a risk reward.
Yeah,
We'll see.
It's a gamble he'll have to make. Got 4 Skulltulas in here, so it's not going to come out with nothing.
Yeah, that is true. At worst case, you get like 4 skulls, you can check 10. You get closer to checking 10 skulls, 20 skulls. Cross-reference my notes. And yeah, they both know 30, 40. 50's dead, so.
Ooh, okay, there we go. Spike almost missed that flame storage trick. He got to enter that door in the corner.
Spike not doing the setup that I showed him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's a corner in there, like when you're facing coming back out, like away from the sunspot. If you go in like that right corner and backflip twice and like side hop 3 times, then pull your stick out, you have enough time just spam side hops and just do like a 90-degree turn at the door and nail it every time.
My gosh, yeah, I think I've seen that a handful of times. Spike getting this Skulltula, rarely seen picked up unless you have the boomerang.
Yeah, that is, you don't get this unless you have a boomerang. And I feel like I never get a boomerang early. Just never happens.
And Lord Banana tends to be good at hide and seek.
Lord Banana.
Yep. All hail.
It took a second to process for me. No, I like it. I'm going to use that.
Tends to be frozen, sometimes baked in an oven in the crater. Sometimes it's a soggy banana underneath some water somewhere.
Real quick, I gotta note something on what you said. But first, Spike's doing chickens. You're really playing towards that cack way of the hero right now. Don't fully blame him, but in the same sense, right there, bomb bag.
Yep, bomb bag and Lord Jabu Jabu. I think I said that
you
a
did.
few minutes ago.
You did. That bomb bag opens up a ton. You now have all your Dodongo's Cavern open to you. You have a ton of Hyrule, not a ton, but you have all the other Hyrule Field checks open. You have your Lost Woods, bombable stuff. Just your seed has now exploded.
Yep, yep.
Literally.
He can clear out his way of the hero Hyrule Field, the Dongo's Cavern. Tons of stuff opened up.
How pog would it be here if Spike gets a different bomb bag off chickens?
It would be pretty hype. Those are the kind of races you see, or
it's
that
like,
you want to see.
Your big brain Jabu play. I counter it with my big brain chickens play. Who's the bigger brain? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time.
And after like 20 more minutes of screaming.
Screaming, some salty tears.
Alright. Now I'm curious to see if Namaha's going to elect to bail out of Jabu after doing this check.
Yeah, it's a real tough call.
Because you found a bomb bag in here. That opens up a ton of other stuff you can go do aside from sitting in a stone Jabu and killing Baronade. Alternatively, you go kill Baronade, now you don't got to worry about that one check. You don't got to ever come back here as a child.
Yep. He's already a stone up, though. He might be just making the play, hey, if it's all dungeons, I'm going to be ahead.
Yeah, that is fair. Just going straight for like an all dungeon seed and just being like, yeah, if it ends up being that, I at least have a leg up now. That's not bad.
Looks like Spike's got just 2 or 3 more chickens here.
I can respect that play.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta play your opponent. Sometimes you gotta play the items that you're given in the seed. And Namaha saw that Rudo's letter in Mido's house, boomerang from Richard's mom, and he's made a beeline for this place. Didn't have any other dungeons open to him, other than 2 checks in Forest Temple. Just
And I mean Ice Cavern, but at that point you're already there as a child. Might as well go in.
But just $50 from Angie there on chickens. Not worth it.
I mean, if someone paid me $50 to catch 7 chickens for them, I'd be happy. I'd be like, okay, I do that for free at my house when they jump the fence.
There you go. So you have some experience running around chasing chickens.
Yeah, you don't really chase them. You just lead them into a corner, and then they either eventually ram their faces in the fence enough that you grab them, or they hop back over, and you're just like, all right, cool,
There
thanks.
you go. Yeah, you can teach a dog to do it.
No.
Sure
My
you
dog
can.
would eat them.
Oh yeah, some dogs.
Ugh.
Looks like Spike is not gonna stick around child any longer.
No.
He's anxious to get some adult checks done.
I think what he's doing is I feel like he's probably going Ice Cavern now. Because he showed King Zor the letter, but he didn't go in towards Jabu. So
Yep.
now he's probably going to go to Ice Cavern, see what song is there, and just in general what else is there. And, yeah. I mean, if it actually does end up being a Pono song there, that bomb bag can be mitigated. Because they both have their wallet. He can go to the carpet salesman in Wasteland and buy 10 shoes.
This is true. This is true. Always something to keep in mind. Let's see. He's warping into the forest.
That, I want to say, he's either going to go do like the 2 checks in Forest, or he's going there for quicker access to
Yep.
Ice Cavern.
I agree.
And, of course, just getting a song.
Yeah, he definitely wants that one. Or he might. Oh, he's headed to the graveyard. He's getting that whatever's in that crate.
That too, yeah. Hey, we're gonna finally know about it. An hour after everybody else. High five. Yeah. See, it's teamwork that makes the dream work.
That's why you're in the multi-world, huh?
Yeah, kind of, I guess. And what was it? Hover boots.
Maybe.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay. See, that's nice.
Buttery boots.
Banana shoes. Walking around in my banana shoes are going squeeze, 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 squeeze.
Looks like Namaha is opting for that Baronade fight, and Spike is gonna head into the Forest Temple.
Yeah, I feel like Namaha is just. I think he is kind of going on the play that you were playing. Like, if it does end up all dungeons, I'm gonna be up a stone at least now. I just need one more. Or it's just also a case of he's just like, I want to have it full cleared. I don't want to ever have to worry about this and come back to it later if it's something.
Yep.
And Spike's like, nah, stone jobby, what's that? Totally not where my bomb bag is.
He's gonna jump in the forest. He's up to now 20 skulls.
Okay. Doesn't have to collect a single skull more. Alright, let's see how clean of a boss fight Namaha has here.
Speaking of boss fight, there's the boss key in the first chest of Forest Temple.
Ooh. It was really clean up to that second phase right there. Just threw the boomerang a little too late.
There we go.
Baronade is my favorite boss to fight. Because when you do it right, it just feels so good.
It feels good, looks good.
Like, all the other bosses have little strats to them. Baronade is like the only one that's just like, oh yeah, ring, nut, ring, roll in, jump slash, bam.
Yeah, Deku Nut's definitely a little overpowered.
Little. You can kill Ganon with them. Well, mostly kill him.
Ooh, Lens of Truth. Interesting pickup.
I hate the Lens of Truth. It's so bad.
Treasure chest minigame incoming. We know where our magic is.
Yeah.
And there's a key for Spike, so that opens up a couple more chests, especially with those hover boots. I believe
Yeah.
that's all in logic now, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he can get to the floor master now with that and do more checks here. If he finds a bow and a strength in this courtyard, like, that'll be insane.
Yeah, a bomb bag, too, would be pretty nice.
A bomb bag just mitigates the entire jobber play.
Yeah.
Like, just flat out. Heck, even like bomb choose would. 5 choose wouldn't really that much because 5 choose is really kind of. I don't like trying to save scum 5 choose everywhere.
Nah, 10
But like you get a
plenty.
10 pack, you get a 20 pack, like that bomb bag is useless at that point. This is like, nah, I don't need it. I'll go buy 10 more choose from the salesman.
And second wallet there in the
Speaking
fairy
of buying
fountain.
choose from the salesman, now we have 500 rupee capacity on namaha. He can buy a lot of choose from that man. 20, in fact. Probably going to get some nighttime skulls here, playing for 20 as well. 10 and 20.
When you have that boomerang, use it.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's checking Dampe. He's
Look
got
at that, too.
other things on his brain. I don't think he's done night cac either, so it's
Still going to be a lot of skulls.
higher density. But no, it's Spike. I thought Spike had 20.
That said 14.
Oh. I don't know how I saw 20.
You misled me. I was relying on you on that one. I revoked the high five I gave you earlier.
Oh. I wonder if it was the 12. I saw A2.
It might have been that. You might have just like saw 12 and just went with it.
Oh, and Namaha opting for the child strat to get this
Oh, yeah.
box. Very cool.
That, I love knowing this strat right here.
Yep.
Because now that saves money for Zor's River on like buying a bean, and it just saves you don't got to do any wonky routing for that. Whereas, fortunately, we got Nocturne, so like there really wasn't a whole lot of wonky routing you had to do. But this definitely can save some time and help out a lot.
Yep. A little trickier, but he gets it after a couple tries.
Not gonna lie, I saw Spike running off a ledge with hover boots, and I thought he was setting up, trying to do the Scarecrow song thing here, and I'm like, wait, why are you trying to do that?
Well, he has his boss key.
Yeah, but you couldn't go to Ganon yet. You still gotta kill all the Poes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that strat is only viable in Key Sanity. Inaccessible in anything non-Key Sanity is just like, nah, why bother? Shout out to Discount Prelude, being Serenade, coming over here, taking the owl, getting right back to Hyrule Castle quickly.
Yeah, as a kid, you always hated Gaborobor, the owl that comes and talks to you. It's like, I don't want to mash through a bunch of text boxes. Please go away.
Okay, so nothing was found from the forest circuit. I could not tell what that was. Was that a piece of heart?
It's always difficult to see that wall from this angle.
Honestly, for me, it was more so just like the monitor being further away. I'm used to like my monitor being up in my face and be like, oh, what is that? Oh, what is that? That's a bloopy.
It looks like a bloopy. Yeah.
That's 100%. Thing? Yeah. Pretty sure that's money.
Nothing in Bomb Chew Bowling for Namaha.
The more the explosive checks just don't give anything, Spike couldn't tell what it was. That is 100% why he went, guys. Like, I can't tell. I got the upper boots. Let's see.
No, he just wanted $5.
Could be that too. Hey man, $5, $5. You can go get yourself some Taco Bell with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Going back to Minuet with Spike.
Man, now I think I can imagine him jumping into the ice cavern.
I mean, Ice Cavern would have been faster from there. Oh, no, it wouldn't. He can't get through the shortcut. Never mind. Because he doesn't have a bow to shoot the bomb plants, he doesn't have a fire source to ignite them, or explosives in general. So, yeah. Yeah, now I think he is going Ice Cavern.
Yeah, it's always fun opening that shortcut with Din's Fire.
I love the mobble in there just completely whiffs you. He just runs straight by and is like, I got him, guys. Don't worry. And then you're just stationary on a ladder.
Yeah, luckily the original devs did not allow the hitbox to be active climbing that ladder.
Good thing, too. Otherwise, that nerd would body us, like, every time. It feels so... Seeing all those explosive checks.
Yep. Namaha's gonna show us, I assume, the Boulder of Destiny right here.
Yeah, more than likely. Shout out to the Boulder. SSJ Boulder. Used you. Emote combos. Get them in the chat. Alright, now, pretty sure that's the first time Namaha has read Gerudo Valley is barren. Oh, this is a cross-reference nightmare. I should have formatted this better. Boulder Destiny not turning out anything, right?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure. I was kind of assuming because I looked down at my formatting nightmare that I have. I think Namaha is heading towards the Dongos right now, which makes sense. Yeah, medallion, tons of checks. Yeah. Go do your Dodongos. You got a bomb bag. Spike going Ice Cavern. I still am banking on it being a Pona song in Ice Cavern and then going towards GTG for that way of the hero.
Yep.
And if he is able to fill up his wallet, Spike can get rupees. If he gets strength in a bow, he can use strength in the bow to clear out the Dongos and just use the chews where the few spots that he needs it are. It's a Deku shield.
And nothing in the Redead Grotto for Namaha. So still a very slow seed. Just the bomb bag in Jabu's kind of opened it up for Namaha, but an hour in, they don't have a whole heck of a lot.
It's really don't. I mean, they do and they don't. Hookshot's great, but unfortunately, on its own, just doesn't unlock enough. Bomb bag is probably my favorite thing to find early, because it quite literally just blows open a seed.
Yep.
In case in point, just without explosives or strength in a bow or hammer, you can't do like 99% of Dodongos.
The Dongos, Death Mountain, the Crater.
Mm-hmm. The 1% of the Dodongos you can be able to do is walk in the front door.
And unless it's entrance Torino, that's not going to do anything for you. Just like that recovery heart.
I mean, he went up a heart. He was missing health. It did something for him. Don't knock it too much. You never know, that one heart could matter. Just nice iron boots.
Only if you're I ate your pie.
Okay.
Yeah, King Dodongo, not a difficult boss.
So let's see. Namaha getting his iron boots off DMT, which will be nice. If he gets his claim check from here, now he has long shot. Now he has everything he needs to do. Well, most everything he needs to get everything out of water. The only thing he would need is a bow at that point.
Goron Pottery.
Stone of Agony. Paperweight. Remember when that thing used to actually have a usage, and it was, hey, now you can read your stones.
Yeah. That was a thing.
And then, like, you'd find it, and you'd see people scrambling, running back to stone locations to read every hint stone imaginable. And it's like, at that point, nah, you've already basically cleared your seed. There's no point unless you find it early.
Hey.
Cool. All right. That's a long shot access.
You got any lotto numbers for me?
No.
No.
I'll keep them to myself, thanks.
Shucks.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I would share either.
Oh, yeah.
But Spike running through the ice cavern, unfortunately, just one bottle. Always feels a little bad doing this with one bottle.
Yeah, one bottle ice cavern is just... It just hurts. You want to, so that way you can just melt both of these in this little center room and just speeds the place up in general. Is that a shield? Was that a Hylian shield?
Something blue.
Suck it, Spike. Never have to buy a shield. I'm assuming that's a shield. I'm just gonna go with it. Tunic? Oh, okay. Kind of hard to see with the distance, in all honesty.
You don't know if it's a real tunic, though. It could be an ice trap underneath some red ice.
That is fair.
It's always a fun one.
If the tunics were randomized on color, I'd be picking it up just to see what fashion it has. I'm all about fashion. Like, the Kokiri green, it's nice and all. I like my cyan. I want cyan every time. Or just pure white. A nice, fresh, clean, like, out of the dryer linen look.
Too much bleach.
Not enough. What are you talking about? Getting closer to just buying shoes.
Yep. Namaha won't need to visit that carpet salesman.
I mean, if you're doing Wasteland and you have the money, you might as well. Shoes are faster than bombs.
Yeah.
If you're running low on bombs at that point.
It's your one guaranteed spot to find shoes.
Mm-hmm. They might be out of logic, but they're great.
Yeah.
I love them.
It would be a big brain play if you needed to do Volvagia and you specifically stopped there to buy Volvagia shoes.
Yeah. I mean, Volvagia shoes is faster than bomb drops. I just am more consistent with bomb drops, so. Which skull is this? Hey, speaking of tunics, nice Goron tunic. Don't gotta worry about any Timer's Death Mountain Crater or Fire Temple now. Won't burn to death.
Given the number of hearts Namaha has, I can't imagine we'll be seeing that equipped unless he just happens to be going over there for some reason.
I mean, if he's still at like 3 hearts when he gets there, now basically 4, he'd be equipping it. 4 is not enough to do everything in there. Especially for Volvagia. Like I said, Volvagia, you need 6 minimum, and then you gotta like play it perfectly, and that's with Master Sword. You have like no room for error with Master Sword 6 hearts.
Yeah, luckily these runners have that biggie.
Oh yeah, they got the big Goron, and they have a bottle, so they can get a fairy and have more time. That's always nice.
Ooh, there's our bow.
Oh.
So Spike will get that eventually, but he's finishing up the ice
Will he?
cavern. Well, yeah, he's got to get the medallion out of there.
Yeah, but he needs explosives. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get a Requiem of Spirit right here. I can feel it in my bones.
I call it a Pona song.
I think Requiem would kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Requiem would kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Get those Choose and Reverse Wasteland to GTG.
Oh,
it's
his
the
own bomb bag.
Very nice. So 1 bomb bag in Jabu, 1 in the Ice Cavern, and Song of Storms as well. So unfortunately, that's no Desert or Gerudo access, but that is a big sigh of relief for Spike.
Just hear Spike go nut.
Not talking about Song of Storms.
Song of Storms. So unfortunately for this, Song of Storms is 2 checks.
Well, don't forget Kokiri Forest is Way of the Hero.
Yeah.
Not necessarily pointing to that light arrow. It's just,
Nice ice trap.
yeah, King Dodongo rewards us with some ice. Not sure what that ice trap was disguised as.
I'm gonna guess strength,
Oh, that's a good guess. Yeah.
because that's like something that would be like, oh, I want that.
Yeah, what else do they need? Logically, they need a slingshot. That's out there somewhere.
Yeah. Because now, see, this is kind of funny. I feel like they both got their bomb bag. They both got it from different spots. What Spike needs now is he needs one of the 2 storms checks to have something, so that way the ice cavern really pays off. Otherwise, he's just behind by a Dodongo's cavern dungeon right now.
Yep.
It's not a lot of time behind by, but it's still a decent amount.
And we see Namaha backflipping over that Storm's Grotto right there.
But that bomb bag in Ice Cavern really bailed Spike out.
Yep.
Because now he can get his bow from Dodongos. He can get his claim check, which if he decides to just quickly go and turn that in, he'll get... Oh, he knows it. So once he sees that, he'll get his long shot. I almost forgot that my little tracking of hints has it stating that he knows that Bighorn has a hook shot. Forgetting my own work.
At least he should know. Whether he remembers or not, that's another question.
Yeah. And he'll see the iron boots up there and probably grab those on his way up to, probably after Dodongos. Or he'll warp up to Bolero after Dodongo's Cavern, because he'll get his claim check. He doesn't know it yet, but we do. Warp up, turn it in, jump down, read a hint, and loop it.
I'm almost missed this little rolling Goron, but just a pack of bombs.
That's good for Nama. He was almost out of bombs. Hit like 2.
Yeah,
Now he's got like 7 minimum.
We need it. What? 6 for the maze?
4. 4 for the maze, and if he does the hover boot strat, he can get the 3rd chest.
Oh right, hover boots plus Sun Song.
I'd have never thought to use Sun Song in here for that.
Oh yeah.
You just like blew my mind a little bit. My brain was too small, and now it has expanded.
Happy to help. Yeah, Sun Song or a Warp Song will get you out without.
Yeah, I've done the warp strat. I never thought to use Sun Song. Oh, I'm a fool. What have I been doing with my life? Why am I here?
Massively entertaining. Good fella. Good speedrunner. And a second bomb bag. Bomb locked bomb bag.
We know where all 3 bomb bags are.
Yeah, yeah.
Jamba Gorn City Ice Cavern. Huzzah.
And namaha gets this trick 2nd try. Very nice. And it's a big bow.
That's convenient. You don't gotta shoot him. You just go turn it in.
Yep, yep.
Worst case, you get $50 for it. Also, rip my going and buying a bomb chew strat. That just got completely tossed out the window now with those bomb bags.
Well, you never know. I don't know these runners' preferences on chew strats.
I would imagine neither of them are going to go out of their way for that.
Those fire temples are last stone.
Namaha might be playing for that.
No, he's getting his big Goron item.
Oh yeah, getting the long shot. Probably going to immediately warp Serenade after that. Might check Fairy Fountain up top. Check the hint. Because at this point, they're still missing one way to the hero unless one of them was doubled up. Unless one of these 4 was a triple.
That's true. That's a good point. Guaranteed multiple item or multiple hints, 2 per hint. But if there's a 3rd, that indicates 2 items in that location.
Yeah.
But there are our chews. I'm not sure how many, but namaha with a 30 bomb bag probably
that hint said
not big.
Kokiri Force. Where was the other Kokiri Force hint? I feel like we've already seen 2 of those.
I think that was the 2nd.
I don't know. Because we got light arrows out of... Light arrows is the only thing we really got out of Mitos, right?
Light arrows and Rudo's ladder.
Rudo's ladder, yeah. Okay. Trying to, like, piece together, see, like... Alright, if it was double way the hero...
Yeah, what might it be?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It could still be... The Storms Guard there could still have something. And if that's the case, then that's great for Spike. Doing Ice Cavern, getting Song of Storms. Blue, 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 blue. I don't know about anyone else. I love hearing just my hearts go from like negative 900 to plus 20.
Yep. Here we go. Turning in this claim check. Don't mash B.
Oh, God. Oh, collection delay. I love that I found that out. And it just happened to actually be the same exact item. It was for my long shot. And when I handed it to him and got nothing, I was so confused. It was just like, what did I do, game? Hello, where's my long shot? How do I play video game now?
think that was 12 skulls for namaha.
12. And Spike, I believe, is that like 16? 18? I want to say it was somewhere around there last time I saw him do it.
Yeah, he definitely grabbed 14 and I think 15 in Forest Temple. And now he's just gone through Ice Cavern, so he should be close to 20.
Okay, so I know I called her opponent song would be last time. I think I now have a better bet. I want to say it's that Requiem.
Yeah.
Solely because Magic being on 1500 and needing Epona to get that Magic, and Shadow Temple having our Forest Medallion blocking 2 song slots.
Yikes. Yeah.
Unless we find another Magic elsewhere. Which is very possible. But that's my now new calling it for the seed. I failed at the first one with Ice Cavern. I royally failed that one. Get Bomb Bag and Song of Storms.
Yeah, you were saying that was the play, though, if you needed to find something in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's where I would have been going at that point. Because at that point, it's just, you need access to GTG. So go for the song, see if it's Epona's. Then you have access to Away of the Hero. If it's not, then, well, that's rando for you.
Yeah. King Dodongo down for Spike Vegeta, arming himself with that medallion.
Oh, let's see what the item was that Ice Trap Namaha. We'll get the lore. We'll download it. What?
Is that light arrows?
Yeah, it was light arrows.
Yeah.
You already have them, guys. Come on.
I know.
Yeah, we promise that they can't hear us. They might be able to hear you laughing, but
That's fine. They can hear me laugh. I'm so glad that's light arrows.
yeah. We'll have to ask Namaha if he heard this laughter as well and knew exactly where Spike was.
And now that I think about it, I remember seeing Namaha react a little bit when that happened, and now it makes sense. Now it's pieced together.
Yep.
Oh,
Nothing out of the jilt fishing. Spike
get
is.
over that it was light
Oh, there we
arrows,
go.
dude.
Almost missed that first shot.
I'm
Boom.
trying to like recollect myself a little bit.
Well, we got the bowman game here in Kakariko. This is something you don't want to knock out of the back of your mind. If you find the bow late, you might end up walking right past this.
Oh my goodness, yes. I've done that countless times, and fortunately it's never yet costed me. I know back in the Season 1 tournament of from the ZSR Discord or whatever, Marco going up against Sonic ended up forgetting about adult shooting gallery for the longest time because they got like a bow super late,
Yep.
and that ended up costing him the race because I think it was like Magic or something was there.
Man, I don't even know if the bow was super late. Just, he did adult cack already.
Yeah, I could have also been that. I don't remember too well because that was like almost over a year ago at this point.
Yep. But Slingshot on top of the lab. Queen Goma now in Logic, but not looking for that.
And 20 skulls, another heart. So skulls are all done and dead.
Yeah, last check in Kakariko is that song, and we don't have a whole lot left. We got Epona's Song of Time, Requiem, and Prelude of Light.
I want to say it was probably the scale.
Wow. So our first Slingshot was on top of the lab. The second one was on the bottom. Or I guess in the old man's pocket.
It's like, here you go, fine adult man. You already have one of these off on the top of my lab. It got stuck up there because I was trying to use it as a boomerang.
Well, what he was trying to do is using the one in the pocket to try to knock the one on top of the roof
Yeah,
off.
exactly. Younger him lost his first one long ago. One of the little toucan Sams floating around stole it from him and just dropped it up there, and he's trying to shoot it.
Yeah, that was
I get you, I
Gwei.
get you. Those dudes are rough.
Yep.
They're rude. They're rude dudes. You always gotta kill toucan Sam.
Ooh.
Oh, magic. All right.
Go, Way the Hero.
Buy 1500.
Yep.
Don't need you. See you later. Now it's just, now you're looking for dins. Or fire arrows. Big brain fire arrow entry. Ooh.
Still need strength.
Not for Shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow, you really just, namaha just needs a fire source.
Fire arrow entry is always a gamble. You never know what's in that invisible maze.
Yeah.
Unless you get the hint.
It's kind of a 50-50, in my opinion. There's either going to be a key there. Graveyard Way of the Hero. That's our 5th one.
There we go.
That was the last one. Okay.
And we found our mirror shield in there. What else? Our hover boots were in graveyard.
Yes, Mirror Shield and Hover Boots were there. Which need both.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, but there was a weekly race a few weeks ago. There, you got the hint stone inside the invisible maze is a small key. So you know, in order to get there, you need 4 keys.
Mm-hmm.
So it made the fire entry gamble much better.
Yeah. At that point, then you're just looking for a boss key. You find a boss key, and you're like, all right, dope.
Yep.
Fire entry worked out. You are missing out on those 2 checks, but like, you got a whole dungeon ahead on people who don't do fire entry.
Here we go. Spike making the play for Song of Storms. Namaha going into GTG.
Yep. Gonna get that Way of the Hero. At this point, that said something taught Epona song.
Where was Sheik teaching that?
I feel like it was Requiem. I'm gonna stick to my guns and say it was Requiem. Cause yeah, I'm starting to think now what might be our way to here. Like it's either, like at this point, right? Like with what we got, it's either gonna be like dins or a strength.
Yep.
Maybe both.
Or two? Or no, we've seen our 2 tunics. So it can't be
Yeah.
that. We've seen our 2 wallets.
We've already gotten the lens. Like, yeah, it's got to be strength or, like I mean, it doesn't have to be, but that's what you would be, if you're one of these 2 runners, that's what you're hoping it is. You're hoping it's either strength, it's dins, so we can go do more of your medallion dungeons. If it gives you a hammer, you're like, okay, thanks, I guess I'm going and checking DMC Fairy and then Fire.
It's an interesting play by Spike, shooting the sun. Don't get to see this too early.
I mean, yeah, usually this is something I kind of wait until I'm done with water to do, because then it's already set up and
Yeah, no.
you spawned there anyways.
You don't often have the bow and serenades and sun song right away.
That is true. That is.
Just $5.
For a second there, with kind of like the distance we were and all the flurry, sparkly
Shimmering.
bits, it looked like a hammer.
Yep.
I was like, no.
No, we don't need hammer.
Yeah?
Hopefully.
Yeah, knock on wood. I'm not going to knock
Do
on
you
wood.
count in wood? Or yeah, I mean, you're a wooden barrel.
Yeah, metal barrels suck. They're
Unless
inferior.
you're playing Donkey Kong Country.
No, they're inferior. You're wrong. Okay, so Namaha prioritizing more going for Way of the Hero over doing Water Temple.
Yep.
I don't blame him too much, just because like, what if you find, because they're what, they're 2 strengths away in dins from go mode, right?
Yep.
If I'm looking at trackers correctly, you find all 3 things in GTG, you're done. You go mode the rest of your dungeons. You go into water and you find boss key, done, bail,
Yep.
gone.
Yep.
Go to Shadow Temple and somehow find like the 5 small keys and the boss key before the boat. Yeah, you don't do the rest of that place, just leave. Same for Forest. Same for Spirit. Spirit, you find 3 small keys and a boss key, and then you just go straight up. Plus with Serenade and on 5.0, the ability to warp out of GTG,
Yep.
and just in general, you can also place Furrow's Wind, makes it a lot safer. It's just, you get your Way of the Hero, and then, yeah, there you go. Because Spike's got to go there, too.
Yep.
They're just going to be trading spots. Namaha's going to come out of GTG, and I would think, depending on what he gets from here, I would think he's going to go to, like, Water or maybe Spirit or Forest, some other medallion dungeon. And then Spike's just going to tail him over to GTG. They're going to high-five again,
Yep.
like back at the Deku Tree.
Spike having a little problem against these spike balls.
Yeah, his own spikes have betrayed him, his own people. This is why barrels are better. Barrels can't betray you in ZOOTR, because there aren't any. They're too good.
They've just been squared up and turned into crates.
Nah, those aren't. No. You're speaking blasphemy. You're speaking wrong things here. I'm going to have to leave the commentary table. I'm feeling offended by that.
Oh.
Calling my perfectly sculpted barrels crates. How dare you?
Alright, so just a couple of keys for Spike. He can open up more doors. Just looking for the boss key, though.
I like that strat from namaha. It's not bad. I like that. I'm going to have to Goku that.
I mean, sometimes those Wolfos troll you. And there's our Dins.
There's our Dins.
But he's going to stick around here.
Without furores, I don't blame him. Furores, there's... If you had furores win, you just drop it in here and you bail off to Shadow.
Yeah.
But without that, currently, I see why he stays.
See the strength of the play.
Oh, yeah. Because, again, now he's just missing 2 strings. If he finds one here, or even both, then he, like I said, he's just done. He can go. He's just gone. He doesn't got to worry about, like, finding any items out of dungeons. It's just he's got to find the keys he needs and the boss key, and that's it. He just then go modes the rest of it. Which, admittedly, with Shadow and Forest on the docket, odds are you're not going to be able to go mode that for nothing. Is it going to be, hey, here's 12, 15 minutes, go through this dungeon, do everything, open the chests.
Yeah, namaha getting a whole bunch of items out of GTG just with the 1 key so far. Unlike
that's strange. That's rare. I never see like so few keys at this point into GTG.
Meanwhile, Spike has 3 whole keys. Gonna check out the boss key door here.
How does Spike have more keys in water than namaha has in GTG? Something's wrong here.
Yeah, yeah.
They traded dungeons, clearly.
And still just the 1 key.
4 keys are behind silver gauntlets.
There's one.
Alright, finally, 2 keys. They're even on keys now.
And namaha can now check out the right side of the maze.
That looked like a key that was sitting up there.
Gilded chest in the water temple, just a piece heart. So that's one of our 4 items.
Safe scumming those keys right back.
Yep.
So if there's 2 items he's already found. If he did the route that I usually do, and he's found 2 items because he had 3 keys, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Which would be he gets compass chest first, and then goes up to the top, and yada yada yada. Oh, I don't have my D10s here to roll to like guess where the boss key is. It's a shame. That's what I do at home. I roll a D10 and be like, ah, it's in this chest.
Nice. And you got them all numbered.
Well, yeah, for the route that we do, like, I know the route Spike takes through this. So it's just usually you roll it in whatever check. Another key. Yeah, it's about right. And another key, yeah.
But if that 3rd one was a key, he would come out of that right side with 1 extra key.
Yeah. But,
So I'm guessing it wasn't a key.
yeah, I'm guessing it wasn't. Yeah.
He's out of there.
Middle. I don't know, man. You don't really have enough keys to really check too much.
Most of them are probably going to be keys.
So yeah, most of it's probably going to be keys, or it's just going to be nothing items.
And he's warped straight to the Shadow Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Making sure it is...
Force medallion.
Yeah, making sure it is a medallion. Just a reminder, odds are they don't have trackers themselves, so they're having to play off either just memorizing things, writing it down, or just checking it like that.
Yep, that was a one nice change, I think, in 3.0.
I don't remember when.
Yeah, two or 3.
About right. It definitely wasn't 2. I know it wasn't 2. It was probably sometime in 3.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past year and a half of ZOOTR. That's the 4th small key for Spike.
And still no boss key. That's where it starts to get a little scary, because now it could be on River Chest.
Yep. He doesn't have Song of Time, so he can't get down there. The only check left is Dark Link, and he doesn't want to do that route without the Song of Time. So he's gonna, looks like, check the lake, get his slingshot. But Namaha progressing through his medallions. Not slowed down by that jump into Jabu.
Yeah, no. If anything, the jump into Jabu just propelled him forwards. Because it got him his bomb bag earlier and just allowed him to start doing his dungeons and getting his items a lot quicker. And whereas now for Spike, since he didn't go to Jabu and instead went Ice Cavern, it took him longer to get there, and it took him longer to get his explosives to get him to this point. That's really what it's been. It was the Jabu versus Ice Cavern.
Yep.
And Jabu was just the quicker one.
And that's despite Namaha going into the barren Gerudo Valley. Spike saving all that time.
I mean, granted, that's not a whole lot of time save. That's like a minute at best. Spike having some troubles fishing. Gotta use the right kind of worms. Gotta get those red earth worms straight from the Nevada desert plains, you know.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention Earthworm Jim. I think he was reddish.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Video game, cartoon, tons of fun.
Still just over my head. Too young, I guess.
Maybe.
Where are the 2 strings?
That's a good question.
That is, yeah, that's the question of the seed now. Is just where are our strengths?
I can imagine.
We're just weak boys.
I can imagine one somewhere here in the Shadow Temple.
I would think one would be here. Because let's see. Hyrule Field Way of the Hero.
We haven't checked the Tech Grotto yet.
They haven't full cleared Way of the Hero for Hyrule Field.
Or Kokiri Forest.
I mean, Kokiri Forest, you could kind of like write that one off. And Hyrule Field, you got magic from there, but the other magic was not locked behind needing that magic. So that one wouldn't be considered Way of the Hero. So there's something else in Hyrule Field.
Well, we can't do 1500 yet. We don't have Epona's song.
Yeah,
that could be on OOT or something crazy.
No, actually.
Which could the Ocarina could also be our
so
the hero.
I think Epona's is on Requiem, and since this is going under the weekly settings says Lynn's Lodge is set to Wasteland and Chest, so that magic is the Way of the Hero. Because you need technically the Lins and the magic to cross the Wasteland by logic, to then get your Epona's to come back to GTG to get that second magic. It's kind of dumb. At least that's the logic I can think of right now, until they can get other stuff.
Yeah.
And us, like, Hammer was in some check they haven't done, and they could do Stone Fire and get whatever song's on OOT, and it ends up, like, being Requiem or something. It gives you access to that place, but I don't think that's what it is.
It's always interesting at this point in the seed, you can kind of piece together some information that you don't have.
Yeah. And I'll admit, I forget about Lynn's Logic all the time, because I never think about it, and plus I rarely ever play with it being set to Wasteland as well. Because once you've learned Lynn's Listen Reverse, it's just, that's what you do. And Spike's going to be getting his magic here soon.
A big sigh of relief.
Yeah, and then he's going to be making his way to GTG. Like, this has now just become a follow the leader kind of thing.
Yep. Does Spike have anything over Namaha? I don't think so.
Song of Storms. Yep. But I don't think he's checked the Kokiri Grotto yet.
Yep, that could be the play to save the race.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Spike can make up time on GTG if he decides once he gets, because Dins was Wolfos.
Yep.
So if he decides to just bail after he gets that Dins and just be like, that's all that was here. if he feels like he's behind, I think that's what he's going to do. If he doesn't feel like he's necessarily behind, then he's probably just going to stay on the path and full clear it out.
He also has that chunk of water temple over namaha. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, he has a chunk of water temple. He has the courtyard of forest over him. He's got these couple dungeon dips that he has, but that's easily going to get like mitigated once like namaha starts going to those. It's going to get evened out there. I think in order for those two to actually have a big factor, Spike would really have to actually just feel like he is behind going into GTG and bail when he gets dins and just kind of go on the nothing else is there mentality.
I think that was 17 skulls for namaha. So that's a major difference. We've seen these runners. Spike has already got 20. He really played that Kakariko way, the hero.
Yes, Spike really, really went hard in on the Cackway the hero, which is kind of why I don't think he's going to bail Spirit. I'm not Spirit, GTG, since it is way the hero. I feel like he is just going to do everything he can there. But like again, I don't know what he's thinking right now. He could be thinking he is behind. He could be thinking he's not. He might just, like I said, we won't know until we see him do it.
We've seen him crossing the bridge to GTG. Namaha about halfway through this Shadow Temple.
Yeah, I'd say this is about halfway. That's about right.
This is as much as you can do without the hook shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Curse that beatable only seed me and Spike played before we came here to SGL. Like, that seed was bad.
There's a handful out there in the universe.
The legendary I Hate Your Pie seeds.
There you go.
What a time 1.0 was back then for that. Just more money. 500 rupees. Where's the Tycoon's wallet? He needs that Tycoon wallet so I can get up to 999.
Not in these flags.
Yeah, unfortunately. I love this strat here for this room. Just unfortunately, he didn't get the pot, but doing it right, you get the pot real quick, and you run up, drop chew, kill the bat, side hop around, do another chew drop, kill the second bat, and then turn around and murderalize the other bats with the bow.
You know, this is a cool room with true strats. My other favorite is Child Goron City with true strats, doing big rolling Goron with the chew, getting the pottery right away.
I have never and will never learn to attempt pottery with chews. That's just, no. I will throw a bomb plant in that. I will not use chews on that. That is just ridiculous. That's too big brain for me.
It looks a little complicated, but I assume if you can just count the right number of blinks from the chew, you can figure it out.
4. I guess if you know where to stand, it's fine too, huh, Dylan? Mr. Big Brain Knowledge over there. I get you. I see you. Trying to show me up a little bit. I got you. I should never be given a mic and just the ability to talk. I just go. I have too much fun with it. So far, Shadow Temple has just been like a whole lot of nothing.
Well, he's in go mode minus strength.
Yeah, he's in go mode minus 2 strengths. He needs 2. And like Shadow Temple has just given nothing. It's been like, here's money, here's recovery hearts, here's heart pieces, here's things you just don't want to see right now. You want to see your strengths.
Yeah, that's what Spike would be really happy to pull out a GTG here. That would turn this around.
Yeah, if like there was a strength actually like in the center part, that'd be big. That'd be real big.
Yep.
Be nice.
Got our boat ride here. Namaha not pulling the block, not hook shotting up the ladder, just jumping right on board.
Yeah, you don't need to pull the block. When you have dins, there's no you're full clearing it. It's done.
Yeah.
You're not coming back in here unless you miss something because you weren't paying attention.
Or miss the jump to the boat.
I mean, if you miss the jump to the boat, you just pop right back up there. It's fine. You lose a heart.
Sometimes you can't afford that heart.
See, look at this. You don't need shields. Crouch stabbing is useless. It like failed 20 times there. Okay, that namaha BMing the Stalfos, yeah.
Yeah, Deku Nuts can stun most enemies, and so can the hook shot.
Oh, almost just pushed him off right there with it. That'd have been great. Just paralyze him as he goes. Eee!
And I do like the pacifist strats. You just hang out on the back of the boat.
The pacifist strat. I think I tried that once and I fell off, and I was like, nope, never again. This is not worth it. I'd rather just kill him. I'll lose my, like, frames.
Looks like Namaha's going to shoot those bomb flowers after he comes out of the invisible maze. Save him a handful of seconds.
You might just do, you might just use Scarecrow.
Ooh, that's another option, too.
Skips the cutscene of the thing falling down. And you don't got to walk back over there and go across.
Good point.
Because he did set up Scarecrow earlier on.
Yep. Here is Din's Fire for Spike Vegeta. Let's see where he's going to take this.
This will be kind of the moment of truth a little bit, is if he decides to just bail at this, or if he keeps going. And it looks like he's just going to keep going. Okay.
Gotta go,
Now,
gotta go.
If he does more of the center of the maze and finds a strength there, like, that's big pog.
Yep. There's the boss key for Namaha. And it was in here somewhere.
Yeah. Because we're getting to the point where we're kind of running out of areas this strength could be.
Yep.
Like, let's see. You could dip fire for the one check and see if you get locked out.
We got Child Goron City.
You got Child Goron City. You got
Chest Game, the Child Freight Mountain.
Chest Game, yeah.
Tektite Grotto.
Yeah, you do get a fair bit still left as child. As adult, I don't really know what else you got.
With Hover Boots and Longshot, they could go all the way out to the desert.
Yeah, you could go out there and get your opponent's song if that's what's there, actually.
Or it could be
Again,
Requiem to warp back as child. So there's a handful of unknowns still here. And you're right, Scarecrow's the way to go.
Yeah. Who needs that cutscene? I still shoot it. Because usually I don't have Scarecrow.
Yeah, oftentimes you forget about Scarecrow and Longshot. Right, you need the Longshot to get up there too, I think.
Yes. I was like running it through my head, like doing math calculations. Like, the small brain was going into overtime work. Again, just back on point of Shadow, just really nothing.
Yeah.
There was really just a whole lot of nothing in it.
Bunch of keys. Some money.
Money, heart pieces, just real miscellaneous stuff.
Yep. No, not even Pharaoh's Wind. Something nice. Not even ice arrows for ice arrow strats.
No.
And Spike is heading into the center of the maze here. He's going right. He is going right
he's
first.
Check the right.
But very quick bongo fight. Blink and it's over.
Oh yeah, big orange sword will do that. I still couldn't tell what that was.
Something that Spike's not interested in.
It wasn't a key.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything else, though. I'm just gonna say it's a bloopy. Bloopies are useless. Until you need like $5, and it's not.
He's out of there.
All right. Shadow Temple's Baron. We do get a song from Shadow Temple, though.
Yep. Requiem or a bonus song, I think, would be the most useful.
Yeah. Song of Time wouldn't be bad just for Water Temple.
Yep. Oh, that's right. We still need our Basquiat Water Temple. Could be in the river chest. And that's exactly where Namaha's headed. But Spike going to show us a little bit more of GTG here.
I would think he's just going to get keys, but who knows? He might end up getting strength. Like, that's big. He gets a strength. That's a strength Namaha has now missed.
Yeah, and he's have to go all the way back. No warping back. $20 out of the first chest.
I am being informed by trackers that opponent is on OOT.
Oh, we must have missed that hint.
Oh, big time.
Guaranteed hint out there.
All right, then, so
that
Song of Time
means-
or Requiem is on, or Prelude is over there. Unless there was more hints that we missed about songs. Sheepy.
Well, we did see that one. You did miss that one song somewhere.
Yes.
Forget which one that was. But namaha now in the Water Temple gonna be doing some checks that we saw Spike do, and now Spike looks like he's gonna open the gate at least, just in case he has to reverse
He might
back
be
here.
just
I'm
going
thinking.
over to Spirit
Yeah.
to get the song that's over there.
While he's in the area.
Which is smart.
Yeah, you can
Get more songs.
check the Wasteland check, the Fairy Fountain out there.
Yep. See what's on Desert Colossus Bean.
Oh, that's right. So one more bean possibility.
Yep, last bean possibility. I like seeing the shield flicking and hearing the GameCube controller mashing off to the right. Just
Yep. Think he heard you.
I love GameCube controllers for that. I love just like sitting there and click-clacking them. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, pretty well designed controllers. Could be a
Chaz.
little bit better.
Now I'm having a much better Spike ballroom fight than Spike himself did.
Spike needs to have a chat with those balls of his.
Yeah, they're just not doing it. They're too rough. They beat him up and took his lunch money. Okay, yeah. Spike is going to be checking Haunted Wasteland, which is funny enough, we haven't gotten a hint about that. I feel like I see a hint about Haunted Wasteland like every seed I do.
Oh,
And then there's this one, it's like, nope.
you're rolling those troll seeds. Haunted Wasteland, Ganon, outside Ganon's castle, foolish.
It's like right now, I'm just looking for the big pog. I'm looking for the chest that just has strength.
Yep. It's out
Every
there
time I see
somewhere.
them hold it, I'm just like, all right, is this the pog? Nope. All right. Is this the pog? Nope.
Ooh, another location we haven't seen. We haven't checked any of the bomb spots in the Lost Woods areas.
Believe you're right about that, yeah.
Bomb bag in Jabu and Ice Cavern. They haven't been back there.
Yeah, it's just always been better places really to go.
Dungeons.
Dungeon progression is always really big.
Oh, looks like Spike might be a little lost here in the Wasteland, no?
No, he's fine. He does like an actual setup for it, unlike the pleb me where I just used visual cues.
Oh, yeah. Brute force.
Oh yeah, brute force, 100%. Best way to go about it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw it enough times where I was like, let's try it. Took a while, but eventually you get it. Oh, trolled by the rolling boulders.
Hand love tapped a second time on his way out.
I always got a double tap.
Oh, yeah.
Zombieland 2 coming out soon.
I can't wait to go watch that when I get home. But I don't want to rant about that here, so back on topic of
Yep.
this. Ugh.
New check incoming. Great Fairy Fountain.
Oh yeah. Looking for a strength. That is the key item to find on the board. Everything else is kind of like, okay, whatever. Strength, now money. Rip. And instant save quick.
Yep, now Namaha down to the center and Dark Link.
And the ice switch chest.
Yep, that's so
Oh yeah, you're
center,
doing like the center. Okay.
center level
I don't know, when you said center, I thought like center pillar.
Yep.
So. Alright, time to see what's on the bean. Read a new hint stone. I don't know. At this point in the game, I still go for hint stones, even though I'm kind of like on the fence about should I. Okay, what is this? Recovery art? I could not see
Yeah,
that.
this is always one of the hardest ones to see.
Well, it was just, it went so fast, and being far enough away from it, we can't like see as close in.
Yeah, I liked. I saw you the other day kind of just stop before you enter the temple to check it out. I think I like that view better. Spike not showing us it.
Yeah, it looked like something red, so I'm gonna go with recovery hard.
Yeah, but he's
Either
now headed into the Shadow Temple, gonna follow Namaha's footsteps.
Yep. And Prelude on Requiem. Trying to think. So that leaves like Opponents is on OT, so our Song of Time is on the one thing.
Burning Cat.
Burning Cat.
Or the Temple of Time.
Or Temple of Time, yeah. Yeah, because Namaha hasn't gone and checked that. That's kind of strange. I would have save quit after Shadow to get the song, to see if it's Song of Time. Unless there was a hint about River Chest that we missed. Which I'm sure if we did, I'll be informed shortly about it.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking he just didn't want to take the time to walk through the graveyard in the village. Or does the song now loads from the graveyard?
Well, he has Prelude.
Yeah.
I mean, he has Force Medallion. He doesn't have Burning Cack access. So it would have been a
that's
save
right.
quit.
Yeah, yeah.
Save quit to Temple of Time. That's why I'm kind of like,
Yeah, we might see Spike make that move. Namaha is now at the mid-level point here. And he's going all the way to Dark Link. We're going to see if Song of Time's required.
Yeah. I don't fully blame Spike for bailing when he did, because you don't really want to go all the way over to Dark Link
Oh, yeah.
and not have Song of Time to get the river check and just do one chest. Whereas if you have Song of Time, you then get river, and then you combo that into the dragon statue for 3.
Yep.
And with, like, if he didn't have Serenade, then it'd be kind of more like, yeah, just go over there and check it.
Yeah, for sure.
But with Serenade, it's like, nah, I'll be coming back. It's fine.
Yep.
Losing, like, a few seconds here for that.
Yeah, hardly any time at all. If the boss key is in Dark Link's checks, he has to kill Dark Link. If it's further, he's going to be back in here with the Song of Time, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
This is, it's going to be big here if Namaha pulls out that boss key.
Yeah, if
all right.
I mean, yeah. If Bosky is on River Chest, we know Song of Time won't be on Burning Cack. Because Water Temple's Water Medallion.
Yep. Good point. Skills of deduction. They go far in ZOOTR.
Yeah. And then you don't trust your skills of deduction, and then, like, you just, boom.
That's when a tracker helps.
Yeah. Yeah, tracker does help.
Hook shotting that like also very helpful.
All right. I'm kind of sad Namaha killed him. Because that like's a bro. He helps you get up there quicker. He's just there to help. He's not trying to do... Nice sync back walking for a moment there.
Yep.
I like that.
Those likes, though, they want to eat your shields unless you have that mirror shield. Is that why you don't buy them?
No.
You don't want to feed the hungry likes?
No, I'll feed a hungry like. I got no problem with that. It gets rid of the useless Hylian shield.
Namaha having a bit of trouble with these backwards slash strats.
Ooh, backward slash strats are great. He shouldn't die here just due to the fact that, like, you have Big Goron Sword. You're doing, like, 20 times the damage to him that he's doing to you.
He's switching to nuts.
Yep, switching to safer strats. Don't blame him. You don't want to die and have to walk all the way back here. It's just, nah.
Yeah, you got a long shot across that whole room again. Moment of truth. It's the boss key. All right.
Okay. Well, that feels bad a little bit. If you're Spike and when Spike comes back and sees that, it's gonna feel a little bad. I don't blame him for the play he made though.
Yeah, there's still not a whole. They're not very far apart. You know, Spike still has the forest courtyard.
Mm-hmm. Right now, Spike he's still a decent chunk behind Namaha. Just due to, and it's really all just due to Ice Cavern versus Java.
Yep.
And it could have been a lot worse had a bomb bag not been in Ice Cavern.
Also, too, the routing divergences. If they had, grabbed that bomb back at around similar time, it would still be really close. Spike
Yes.
just went into the ice cavern later than Namaha went into Jabu Jabu.
Because now, I'm trying to think, like, where do you go from here? I guess you go back to, like, Child and start doing a bunch of Child checks.
Yep, I think so. Child, go around the city, the Lost Woods. We got that slingshot now.
Unless you get a strength here on Morpha. You get a strength here on Morpha, and you go not water, you go forest. Like, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think there's still, like, 2 items maybe here in the Water Temple somewhere. I know we saw 4 small keys. So is there 1 or 2 more?
There's a total of 6.
6. Yeah, so one more item in here. Unless Morpha drops something. Bloop.
Bloop. Can we just, like, get the sound effect to be changed, which is like, bloop.
Oh, I'm happy to provide all sorts of sound
rupees.
effects for ZOOTR.
So Morph had purple roops.
Okay, so just 1 item somewhere left in the Water Temple there.
So it's either on Dragon Statue, center the center eye switch, or a river.
Yep.
Okay, well, you need strength for one of those, and if you have Song of Time, you can get to the other without strength.
Imagine if one of our strengths is in there.
Oh, yeah. The second strength, if one of those was there, because you're not going to come back to Water Temple.
Oh, not without doing everything else.
Yeah, without doing everything else, you're not going to come back to Water Temple to check and see if, like, that one check you have left there is your missing strength. Because at that point, you're just going to look for the other one. And if the other one ends up being locked where you can't get it because it's beatable only, it's like, okay, well,
yeah,
time to sit back, open up, go get some snacks, get some drinks, go stretch.
Yeah, beatable only is can definitely mess with the logic and your way of thinking and routing. Stuff we gotta keep it in mind.
And a curse.
Yeah, good way to put it.
I definitely think beatable only can make seeds faster, but it can also end up making them longer potentially. In like this case of the third strength being locked away somewhere inaccessible to us, and the second one being locked behind strength in Water Temple.
Yeah,
is kind of like.
Seems like maybe the potentials for bottlenecking increases.
Yeah, it kind of does.
In this seed, it was kind of bottlenecked by the bomb bag and now strength.
Oh yeah.
So just $50 as you called yet again from the Big Poe.
You always get money from him. I was pretty sure, like, even if like the reward he gives you, he still gives you like $50. I thought.
Yeah.
I might be misremembering.
No, I think vanilla it's
okay.
$50 for each Poe. And Namaha save warping again.
Dude, shoutouts to emulator save warping. It's so much faster than like console save warping. It takes like an actual year versus just like 5 seconds.
So we're gonna see what's in here in the Temple of Time, and it is Song of Time.
Okay, so
Requiem and Burning Cack.
Yep, Requiem Burning Cack Kepona on OOT.
Spike not showing off these true strats.
I don't know if Spike actually ever went and learned it. Not 100% sure of that. I'm curious if we'll see Namaha go towards Ice Cavern anytime soon.
Yeah.
Now that he's kind of running low on like options. That's kind of, I feel like that's like his biggest. Oh, I just like fisted this mic with my thumb. It's kind of like his biggest area of checks. Well, I kind of talk with my hands sometimes.
Now, if you're fisting something with your thumb, though, it sounds like it's a big thumb.
I'm just trying to make sure I keep this microphone like close to my mouth hole, so that way it picks me up.
Yep. We got our final Hyrule Field check here.
Ah, the Tectite Grotto.
Yes, sir.
Also known as the ATZ Grotto.
Yeah, don't want to forget this one. Nope.
No, just nuts. Okay, all nuts. Yeah, no.
So yeah, that magic most likely the way of the hero for Hyrule Field. Din's Fire and GTG. One last location is that Kokiri Forest.
Indeed, yeah. Which the only person who can check that currently is Spike, because he's the only one who got Song of Storms.
Yep.
Namaha still has to go out towards Ice Cavern to get that. Like that's the time save back that Spike can get. Is if Spike just continues to just never go Jabu and just ignore it.
Yep.
And Namaha does decide to go Ice Cavern. Even if Song of Storms is nothing, Spike gains all of his Ice Cavern time back and then some if he just chooses never to go Jabu.
Yeah, even a few seconds here in the Royal Tomb, Namaha making the second trip for that chest. So routing can definitely play a big role.
Man, I'm so still kind of shocked. Just we're 2 hours in and no strength. Yeah.
It's out there somewhere.
Yep. And there's a Requiem. So now Namaha has Child Spirit entirely to him. I would imagine he either goes Ice Cavern or Child Spirit at this point. Like, those are the two just singular areas themselves that have the most checks available to him.
Yeah, either that or child stuff, Lost Woods, Goron City.
It's that or child stuff. Which I don't know if he like if he goes child, I could see doing child stuff simply due to now you have Requiem, you get out to Spirit as child and you start doing that.
Yeah.
And just kind of clean it up. Getting a Skulltula here, I guess?
Oh yeah, he's probably hasn't checked 20 yet. I don't even know if he's checked 10.
I feel like he's checked 10. If not, he's like he's going to here.
Oh yeah.
In a second.
Fingers crossed.
Where was that first hook shot aimed? That going to the moon, boys. Little did you know, if you hookshot the moon, you get a Skulltula. Yeah, Miyamoto hit a 101 Skulltula there.
Don't give Test Runner any ideas. Shoot the sun. We don't need to be shooting the moon.
That has already been talked about as a meme to shoot the moon with ice arrows.
Shoot the moon, the cow jumps over it.
I'd be down for that. Getting his 20th skull here, then gonna probably, if he hasn't turned in 10, gonna turn in 10 and 20 altogether.
Yeah, but this is time that it's good news for Spike fans.
Yeah, it's a little bit of minor time that Spike's getting back for this. Is now is a question. I would assume Spike's gonna go check the song from the Forest Medallion, get a Song of Time, probably go back to water and finish it. See Bosky there and be like, well, if I had have made the play, we'd be done with it. But again, with Serenade, it's not a big time loss. It's just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of better to play that one a little bit safe.
Yeah, a minute or so.
I wouldn't even say like a minute. We were so unhealthy at this, like, the longest time in the seed, and now it's like, what, 10 hearts? I'm just kind of like eyeballing it.
Yeah, I think it's
Not
about
counting.
10. And now going to the desert, so he's going to pick up his Prelude, check the Arch and the Fairy Fountain.
And see, now this is where Namaha saves time over Spike, because Spike walked to the wasteland, Namaha warped straight to it.
We could see Namaha reverse to get that wasteland chest. Spike about to enter Bongo Bongo. No ice arrows.
Don't need them. Meme needs that ice arrow meme needs to die.
It's pretty quick if you can do it. Not quicker, but
I'd rather just crouch, stabby, stab, get him right in the eye hole.
Gotta give the ice arrows something to do.
No, you don't.
If we're not gonna turn them into blue fire arrows, should do
no.
something with them.
No. You're not selling me on this at all.
Shucks.
Shout out to Spin to Win strats.
Yep, spin it to win it.
Or not, spin to win, never mind, make me look like a full spike. I see how it is. Yeah. No, he's okay. I was hoping to like give him a dirty look, but
Yeah, he's in concentration mode.
yeah, I don't blame him.
His namaha is gonna jump into forest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, following Spike's footsteps. These runners are gonna be syncing up here.
Clearing out the circuit.
Yeah, Spike could kill Morpha probably quicker than Namaha can clear these chests out.
I don't know. The forest circuit is pretty quick to do, especially since Namaha coming in with the bow in Song of Time doesn't have to do the hover boot strat to get around like Spike did. He can just go straight in, shoot the switch, and now he's in the checks.
Yeah, without strength though, I think it might be quicker to do the floor master chest first.
I guess kind of.
If you're going for quick and efficient.
Yeah.
Spike's interested in that song.
Yep, he's gonna pick up his song, and then he's gonna get Song of Time. I bet he's gonna go back straight to water.
Yep.
Finish it, and then from there it's gonna be like, does he go back to graveyard to get his Requiem and go Spirit? Does he go to like the miscellaneous checks he's left behind? And same for Namaha. After he finishes up the forest circuit, where's he gonna go? Is he gonna decide to go Ice Cavern and kind of chase, kind of following Spike's old footsteps that are freezing cold right now? Or is he gonna go to new uncharted territory and just kind of like, Ice Cavern is his job and he's just hoping it has nothing?
Yeah, I mean, certainly he should be traveling through the forest, clearing out those remaining checks. I count 5 here. Oh, I guess he can't do the slingshot, but...
Yeah, like, if he chooses to go to Child Spirit, then it's just... He's probably going to clear those checks as a child then.
I wonder if Spike rolling through Goron City is remembering those checks he's got left in here.
I would imagine so.
Is he looking at the Song of Storm? Or no, he hasn't done any of this.
Yeah, no, he's just never been here at this area.
Second bomb bag incoming. Oh, couldn't get the quick chew off.
Gotta love the rolling kid.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. He's great. Especially whenever you catch him at, like, one of those edges, and he hits you, even though you still blow him up, and he just sends you careening down the pit.
If only you could land inside the Goron pottery, but they took that out as adult. I think they offered that up to Volvagia. Please don't eat us.
But speaking of Volvagia, you could still dip into Fire Temple. And
One check.
yeah, I
There's
mean,
our strength.
if it's a key, it gets you to 2 more. And, like, if those 2 are 2 keys, then it gets you even more checks. It's like,
Yeah, you deep fire.
yeah, deep fire without a hammer. That's the real big brain. That's like everyone's worst nightmare. Just don't want to do it. Like, nah.
But you need
good.
strength, logically, right? So
I mean,
you
at
could
that
find
point,
strength block strength.
at that point, you're kind of like. I feel like if you go for that play, you're looking for that second strength. You're looking for the big brain out of logic.
Yep,
Like
yep.
you're going for the one up on your opponent. So I'll admit, I forget. Like, I know the little nuance, like, in logic stuff. Like, yeah, you need strength for there. But I will often just, when talking about them, just completely forget about it because I'm just so used to myself just doing it without that I just don't think about it.
Absolutely.
It just slips my mind, like, 95% of the time.
It's like, oh yeah, technically we need strength for Fire Temple and all this stuff. Forest Temple.
Alright, Spike going Minuet. Is he going to go towards the Lost Woods checks?
Yeah, must be. There's nothing else in this direction he can get.
Not without a strength.
Also has that Song of Storms. Way of the Hero, Kokiri Forest.
Which is probably for Rudo's letter or, like, light arrows. More so light arrows.
Always full clear your way the hero locations, folks. Don't listen to Wooden Barrel.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you would know better than me. You've played a couple hundreds of these.
A couple hundred's an understatement.
Just being conservative.
I mean, yeah, general practice is, yeah, full clear your way to the heroes, but sometimes, like, in a 1v1 race environment, you kind of, if you feel like you're behind or you feel like you're out-skilled, you kind of have to make a little bit of a gamble plays like that, or if you find your item, you just go.
Yep.
You're just like, no, nothing else is here.
But we have namaha back child. I'm guessing he's going to hit the treasure chest game in the market.
I would imagine, potentially. Play Sunsong, hit treasure chest, save quit, do Lost Woods checks as child, and then, like, warp to Requiem, do child spirit.
Oh, there's strength in the Deku Scrub Grotto here in the forest.
That is immediate. That is just, yeah, get these couple checks, go. Get into forest.
Yep. Right outside.
I would imagine, though, Namaha is going to be right there behind him. If he does do exactly what I just said, of just, yeah, check this, then save quit, now you're in your home in Kokiri, and you're just right there at Lost Woods. You're still going to get those checks.
But this is, this is much closer than it was 20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
This looks like that.
I mean, unless, depending on how long it takes Namaha to get to that strength, and if the second strength is in forest, then yeah. This one could come down to the wire a little bit.
Yep.
Because it's just that strength. It's all you need.
Yep.
Spike does have to go back into Water Temple to finish it, but that shouldn't take too much time.
And he's going to have the lead in the Forest Temple.
Yeah, he's going to lead into Forest.
Just
if Namaha he'll get the first strength. If he doesn't immediately go back to Adult, which I would think maybe he won't. Maybe he'll go do, like, the 2 child checks in Spirit first, or just do Child Spirit in general. If he finds second strength in Child Spirit, I would think that's done at that point.
Yeah, it's going to get close. He's also got Goron City, so he could spend a little extra time.
He's got a lot of checks that are more available to him since he is child versus Spike, who is adult in the same area.
That could be the difference maker. Spike is headed into the push block room. The main reason we increased the pushing speed of blocks.
Oh, yeah. This room was like the 7 minutes of the 15 you'd spend in Forest.
Yeah.
Not even an exaggeration. Totally an exaggeration.
I can imagine without this room that we wouldn't have fast block pushing. Because otherwise, there's not a whole lot of blocks to push.
I mean, there was a few other rooms where, like, you wanted it.
Maybe Shadow Temple, but we're just backflipping over those spike traps now.
Yeah, shoutouts to allowing that trick.
Shoutouts to Bloody Biscuit, who figured out the glitchless method.
Was he the one that figured it out?
I believe so.
I didn't know. I just knew all of a sudden there was a strat, and then everyone was like, yeah, we can do this now. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It works for me.
You're allowed to do it with the glitch because it's possible glitchless.
Now it puts Fire Temple stuff in logic. If you get the small keys. Big brain.
There you
Big
go.
brain. Deep fire. Megaton Hammer Chest. Second strength. Let's go.
I missed the slingshot target, but I'm guessing it was nothing. Namaha's strength incoming.
Yep. Gonna get strength 1.
Let's see where he heads. Is he gonna warp
Yeah.
straight to the temple, or is he gonna jump into Goron City? Oh. Scrub is not playing nice.
Scrub's playing hardball. The Scrub voted put money on Spike.
Well, it
100%.
What it was doing is it equipped that Goron bracelet and was grabbing onto the ground real good.
Yeah, it's a good point. I was like, no, I put $20 on Spike. I gotta hold on. And Namaha was like, give it to me. Getting the weed killer and spraying it on him.
Just noticed that all 4 bottles. Don't see that too often.
You really don't. Like I was talking about fire entry earlier as well. And A, I don't think it would have worked because I'm pretty sure there's like a key or a boss key or something in that room.
Yep.
B, still have not found fire arrows.
And there is heart number 11. Both our runners synced up there.
Yep. And going straight to adult and going to be falling right behind Spike in Forest, I would imagine.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play any tunes to the Goron.
I mean, that's fair. You get progression. Oh, no, changed his mind, deciding to go to Requiem. gonna do Child Spirit Dungeon.
Yeah.
I don't blame him on that one. That one's still
It's a
like
smart
it's a
call.
medallion dungeon. You got to do it anyways.
Always feels bad if you have to go back for keys.
Yeah, like it's best just to get those 2 checks now. See if they're small keys,
Or silvers.
or we're not doing it. I'm confused at what namaha's doing here. Salty, what's your boy doing?
I'm guessing he's going into Goron City. He remembered that he left those 3 checks in there. That's the only reason I could think. Or he wants. No, he's done Jabu.
He might be going. Oh, he doesn't have sticks. He doesn't have sticks. Ah,
That's why we gotta put a stick in one of those pots in the Spirit Temple.
the classic.
There's sticks in pots in almost every other child location, right? You got Goron City, Zor's domain. Where's the stick in the Spirit Temple?
Right there. It's in the shop. He's gonna go buy it real quick. I always forget sticks for that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't technically need sticks, right? He has Din's Fire, he's got bombs and
true.
slingshot. Just, it's quicker.
I mean, at that point, it wasn't.
Yeah, good point. But like those 2 pots right there, they could fly right into you and deliver you a stick.
Yeah, just air delivery a stick right to your face.
Oh, did you forget to come in here without sticks?
Mm-hmm.
But
Again, same situation with Shadow Temple here for Spike and Forest. Just, it's been a lot of nothing again.
Yep, about halfway through.
And at this point, I mean, it's kind of to be expected. There's not really a whole lot of items left to really find. Like, there's a hammer, there's 2 strengths.
Double defense might be.
I mean more like things that give you checks. It's really just like hammer and like the strengths left.
Yeah.
So everything else is just kind of like, yay, money, yay, health.
Yeah. We have all our songs but Epona's song, and we found a big Epona bottle. We know what 1500 is.
So. Imagine if 1000 is the second strength.
And the 3rd strength is strength locked.
Yeah, exactly. Like the 3rd strength is on adult side spirit or is behind silver gauntlet block and GTG. Just like, yeah, you had to do all dungeons for opponent for 1000 horseback archery.
Yeah.
For 1 check.
It's going to be interesting to see if Namaha, after this next chest, is going to stay in here. Because I've seen silvers in Child Spirit dozens of times.
I'm sure he's going to full clear Child Spirit. The fact that he went and bought sticks, like, I don't feel like I would think he...
Nope.
No? Okay.
Can't call it. I'm not calling it tonight.
I can't read Salty's boy here. That's why, Salty, you should be up here.
There are 4 headsets.
You give insight to the madness.
Oh, I guess Namaha is sticking around. He just was thinking about it.
See? Knowledge to the madness.
Let's bring some chaos into this order.
Oh, gotta love it.
Hey, there's your fire arrows.
Speaking of the fire arrows. Hey, let's go do fire arrow entry. Yeah. Woo!
I don't even think there's a single fire check left.
There's not.
Got the Royal Tomb, the Wasteland.
Yeah. They've already done everything that they need fire for.
Guess Namaha has a couple coming up here. Let's see what these,
I mean, yeah, except for in spirit.
these
Yeah,
Lizalfos have for us. He's going to try not to spawn them.
Yeah. Why worry about them? Just spawn them. It'll be fine.
Hashtag 420 in the wallet.
Nice. I love that killing the skull there with the bomb will get the part of the wall to break as well, because trying to just time throw that was garbage back in the day when I used to try to do it as a small kid. And now knowing that that works, just like, oh yeah, die you.
Yeah. I've seen people who think you have to use a bomb chew to open that up.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Now, I'm sure Namaha's going to do the flame storage strat here. Right, Salty? Yeah? Maybe? Okay. I mean, I'm starting to wonder.
Gonna attempt it at least. So Spike just about finished up with Forest. Namaha still in Spirit Temple.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Namaha. If he finds silvers in here, that's like huge, right? Because now he's in go.
Yeah, but
He
where
doesn't
does Spike go after Forest, other than Water Temple, maybe?
I would imagine he probably goes water, gets his medallion, and then goes and gets his song from Burning Cack to then get Requiem, and probably will go out to Spirit as well. If not, he might go do more cleanup checks. I can't imagine he does more cleanup checks. I imagine he played for the song. He knows it's Requiem. And, yeah, he wants to get to his Spirit as a child and start doing another medallion, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And just hope that his second strength is sitting there.
BMO's just sitting there shooting at Namaha.
The BMOSes are the rudest nerds in the world. They will just sit there. Sometimes they'll just bzz, and they're done. Other times they just spam fire at you and just melt your health down in like 2 seconds. You're like, I had 20 hearts. How do I have half of one? You do a whole heart of damage. How did I end up with half from 20? That math don't add up. And they're just like, yeah, that's what we do.
They do. They do. All the way from 1986.
How do you think an Iron Knuckle feels when a child like 3 feet tall comes in with a half-broken stick and just starts welting?
Yeah, the Gerudos need some work on their armory making.
Like, I'd feel pretty bad as a fully armored warrior with a big battle axe. Just this small 3-foot-tall child comes in and hits me in the shins with a stick like 12 times. I'm dead.
It's the story of David and Goliath as Namaha finds his child weapon.
Nice Kokiri sword. Hey, Dead Hands in Logic. Oh, wait, the Wells Baron. Never mind.
Yeah, running out of checks. Where is this other strength? It's got a, Water Temple, Fire Temple.
Water, fire.
Did we see the fairy fountain behind the castle as a child? I don't think so. That's always a troll location.
Yeah. Watch it be on Phantom Ganon.
Or we have the Song of Time. We could go into the toilet.
You're not wrong. Like, that's the thing. That's the problem now, is there's so many just kind of like one-offs that it's hard to really just want to go back to any of them. Like, you're really...
Oh, there it is. Maybe.
There.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a pog.
That's go mode.
That is one go mode. Now it's just... Ooh.
It's close, like I said.
So...
Spike's going to be finishing up Morpha. I don't think Namaha's going to be able to finish out the rest of Forest in that time.
He's not going to be done with Forest before Spike's done with Water. But what's going to be the thing is I don't know.
Spirit Temple.
It's going to be close going to Spirit. Because Bosky wasn't on any of the child climb side.
Nope. Namaha grabbed 3 small keys out of there. No boss key.
So that's where it's going to get finicky on time. It's because Spike is going to go in. If he does go in as a child, he's going to get the 2 child side, get a small key, and then immediately go back to adult and start doing adult stuff. Now, whether he depending on if he finds boss key quickly, he might go and do. He might go up the child side stuff and give back some of that time that he has now.
Yeah, he's given some of this time back with this check.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know where the boss key is, so he wants it to be here so he doesn't got to go all the way to Dark Link and whatnot. But even with doing this, he still should come out ahead leaving here, and it's just really going to depend on where he goes in Spirit. That's just what it is. If he does too much of child stuff, Namaha catches up to him and passes him. Because Namaha knows it's nothing on child side.
Yep.
Because he's already done it. He's just going to go do the adult stuff and just fly up.
And really, really hype race here.
It's going to be close. It's going to probably be about a 240, 245-ish in that range of a finish. Yep, depending on just where keys are in Spirit. If keys are in Spirit quicker, the time will be lower.
Also, depending on how trolly Twin Rover wants to be for these runners.
I mean, the trolley aspect of Twin Rover, you can mitigate that a fair bit.
You just don't miss collecting one of those charges.
Yeah, no. No.
That always feels bad.
And both of them big Goron swords, so like one cycling Twin Rover is not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
This is going to go 1, 2, 3, done.
Yeah, they've had that big Goron sword for, most of the seed.
Yeah, pretty much. And it, like, neither one of them had done, I think, like, really any adult combat before getting that.
Yep.
So that's just, that in of itself has just made the seed go by faster, being able to kill things that quickly. And
beatable only. We still haven't found that hammer.
Mm-hmm. That, who knows what that hammer is? That hammer could just be, Volvad, you could have that hammer. You'd be sitting there, flying around, twirling it like, haha, nerds, you ain't bonking me today.
I mean, if he was a smart dragon, that's what they would have done.
Yeah. It's just like if Ganondorf was smart in hiding the light arrows, he went to put it in Mito's house. However, he did get both of them with the fake set in Dodongos.
Yeah.
That was priceless.
Anyone just joining us? Both the runners already having light arrows picked up the fake light arrows from Dodongo. That would have been even better if they died to that ice trap.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been great.
Oko.
Yeah, it's going to be close for Spike coming out of water here in comparison to Namaha finishing Forest. Obviously, Spike's going to get out of water before Namaha gets out of Forest. But I don't know if Spike's going to have... it really is just going to depend on where he goes in Spirit.
Yep. Child Spirit or Adult Spirit, if you can grab those keys.
Mm-hmm.
There's his big key.
And again, earlier, whenever he didn't have Song of Time, if he just went for it there, for the boss key there, I think he would have had plenty of time now here.
Mm-hmm.
But since he didn't do that, it is what it is.
Yep.
We'll see soon. Once he finishes up Morpha, gets his Requiem, and just warps over there.
Yeah, strap yourself in. The tension is mounting. Spike collecting his blue cookie. Namaha fighting the blue Po.
Ah, that's a good coincidence there. Blue Po getting the blue medallion. Yeah, I like it. Both wearing red tunics.
Both.
Oh yeah, very stylish. Dude, red tunic, best tunic. At least for the vanilla colors. Now when you randomize the colors, cyan, that's where it's at. Until we can do rainbow pigment, and then rainbow pigment all the way.
Turquoise is a nice one. Or a nice lavender blue, purple.
That's not bad. I like that.
There you go. Morpha has been hooked.
Okay, Spike's going to have, I think a 5-minute lead coming out of here.
Still has to collect his Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
Still has to grab at least a key in the Spirit Temple.
Yeah. Which, again, is does he choose to just assume he's going to get enough keys on adult side and from adult stuff? Or is he going to go be a child real quick to get the one key? And, Namaha falling. All right. I like that. Namaha, your boy, Salty, your boy taught me a new thing. I didn't know you could jump up from doing that.
Yeah, ditto.
I like it. I'm going to have to Goku that one, too. I'm already Gokuing one technique he does, so might as well go full in.
And unfortunately, didn't have the fire arrows to just shoot it from the doorway. Fire arrows incoming in this checkerboard room.
Yeah, the fire arrows actually would have been useful just previously, and now here they are.
Right there. The game knows.
Ba-da-da-da.
Spike grabs his water medallion there.
Oh, man. What a race this has been. This has been good. This has been a nice seed.
Yep.
Aside from, missing your strengths forever.
Strength and bomb bags.
Yeah, strength and bomb bags. The bomb bags was, I think that was my favorite part.
Yep.
I was just sitting here, a little stressed for Spike, and also on board with Namaha. I was like, oh yeah, Namaha just he's gone.
Yeah.
He got the bomb bag, and then Spike gets the one from Ice Cavern. It's what? Okay, now this is still kind of still a race.
Yeah, very, very still race.
And even now, it's still not decided because
Yeah.
it's going to come down to who goes where and like what Spike does for Spirit.
Yeah, I mean,
essentially.
just 30 minutes ago, it looked like Namaha was pulling away a bit.
And how well Spike plays songs.
Yeah, but that's that strength that turned everything around.
Mm-hmm.
And warping straight to the desert. All right, let's see
Straight
if
to the desert.
Child Spirit is necessary.
Now this is where Namaha saves time if you have to go Child to get the 1 key.
Yep.
If you don't and you can get enough keys and Spike gets boss key early enough and gets enough keys early enough, he's just going to go straight up.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit Temple key logic is so wonky.
It really is.
I mean,
Spirit
so,
Temple has like one of the wonkier key logics.
Yeah, so Namaha grabbed 3. He spent 2 to get that Kokiri sword.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not.
So 1 was locked on the Child side. The rest, Spike, the other one Spike has access to. So Spike has access to 4 keys right now, potentially, if he gets 1 here.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then he's going to go get that 1.
Yep. The question is, if one of the 2 remaining small keys are behind these chests. Wolf's Lullaby and the, as I call it, the Silver Rupee Half Pipe.
The Silver Rupee Half Pipe.
Little
Never heard it called that before.
A little too much Tony Hawk back in the day.
No, I respect it. I played that a ton.
All right, 1 to go.
Yep. This is where you're sweating a little bit if you're Spike. You're like, oh, come on, just give me a small key. Let me enter the dungeon. And if you're Namaha, you're going, let's not see a small key here. Make him go to be Child real quick.
Yep. Namaha also hoping that Phantom Ganon isn't trolling him today. Definitely one of the more difficult boss fights.
Funny enough, it really is. Phantom Ganon is worse than actual Ganondorf. Like, Ganondorf is just... you do the setup, you bottle reflect, and just,
awesome.
like, he's done. Phantom Ganon is like, you thought, son. Ooh, and you do have to go be a Child. That hurts for Spike.
I mean, they might sync back up, jumping back in the Spirit Temple.
That's the that's the problem right there. Is they'll be synced going in, and then Spike will diverge and do other checks, whereas Namaha will already have the knowledge and just go up, and that's when Namaha will pass him.
Yeah. All depends on where that boss key is.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's a race, man.
Eh.
Anything can happen. It's a randomizer.
Yeah, it is a randomizer.
Namaha, 3.5 hearts.
Yeah, he gets hit 4 times. He's done. He has nairs, though, right?
I don't know if you want to put up with the shame of casting Nehru's love in a race.
Versus dying? I don't know. I think I take the shame. I'm just like, yeah,
That's true.
I'm gonna eat this.
We do have a cash prize. Oh, troll.
No, yeah, he's fine. Yeah, no. And this is where Salty's gonna take the lead on this, because he's gonna get in before Spike can get back as an adult and do
Namaha.
anything.
Salty Sponge is in the audience.
Mm-hmm. How you feeling, Salty? Oh, did I say Salty's up there?
Yeah.
Everybody knows what I mean. It's fine. I mean, yeah, clearly you're racing, right? Yeah. Identical twins, yeah. Perfect, yeah. You both got, like, magnificent-looking beards and whatnot, yeah. I could see it.
Yep.
I could see y'all being, like, some form of brothers or cousins.
Just putting a lot of pressure if these guys race in the future. Battle of the brothers.
Battle of the brothers. So that's why they're on a multi-world team together.
Yep, there you go. And Namaha beating Spike in here.
Yeah. It's with being forced to come do Child side, that was pretty much what was going to happen. Which is, it's unfortunate, but Spike's going to be about, like, because, well, I mean, Namaha's going to have to do these 2 checks.
Yep, I was just thinking
But,
that.
like, it's still going to be the case scenario of Namaha doesn't have to do any of the other child stuff. He's just got to find his boss key and, like, what, how many keys does he have?
He's got 1 key.
His one key, so he's got to find 2 more keys. He finds his boss key and 2 more keys, and he goes up. Now, granted, if those keys are in the sun chest room or like in the middle area, like they're gonna be almost synced up coming in right here.
Yeah, I think there was a small key in that large the map chest.
Yeah, which again, Namaha, like they're gonna be really close together. As long as like if Spike can get enough, if he can get 2 more small keys without going and doing any of like the child side climb stuff, and he gets boss key in the center area, they're going to just practically be neck and neck going up to Twin Rova. If the boss key isn't there and it's further up on adult side, and Spike doesn't go towards adult side and just plays more towards child side, he's going to be behind by a little bit.
Yep. But, wow, it doesn't really get much closer than this.
This is good. This is really good that it's just this close. Like, there was many moments during this I was thinking, I was like, oh, Namaha's got the advantage here. And it's like, oh, no, Spike's got the advantage now. It's like, no, here it is.
20 seconds, maybe.
Yeah. I hope all the races we have this week are, like, this close.
Absolutely.
Because that just makes them so much more exciting.
Yeah, I was down in the tournament room last night. There was a really close link to the pass match down there. There's the boss key.
Okay, so yeah, Spike just needs to see 2 keys.
Yep.
He needs to get 2 keys from this area, and then he's golden.
Yeah, 1 is in that large chest.
He's just right behind Namaha.
Yep.
Like if the Piven chest here, I call it the Piven chest. If it has a small key and a map key chest, he's still going to be behind Namaha a little bit because Namaha doesn't. Actually, ooh, he might be a little bit ahead of Namaha because Namaha has to find a different key.
Yeah, he does. That's right.
If both these yellow chests are keys, though, then Namaha gets bailed out a little bit.
Yep. Ba-da-da-da. Just a piece of heart in that one.
Piece of heart. So Namaha has to go searching for a key, whereas if the one up there is a small key, and the map chest is a small key, Spike just goes straight up. This is so ridiculous.
Spike's beating him to the chest. It's a
small key, so Spike just goes straight up.
Yep.
Spike overtakes Namaha now.
Well, it looks like Spike's heading over to child side first.
Well, he's getting this check. He's going to jump down and do Din. He's probably going to jump down and Din's the map chest, or he's not. Nope. And okay, never mind.
It's a few seconds. You know, it's still keeping it close.
Yeah, he's going for 2 checks over the 1. I get it.
That's all he's doing. He's keeping it close.
Yeah, he's keeping it close. Namaha's going to get a key from the mirror shield chest. Spike, I don't remember if there's a key in here. I think there was. He's going to get, if there's not, he's going to get his key out there. They're going to just meet up at the climbing wall.
You never know. Those Colossus hands now can hold keys.
They can, but like I don't think one of them's going to be the one that Namaha needs.
But Spike is not checking that center chest.
He doesn't need it.
That's right.
He just needed the 2, and now he's up. And there's Namaha. They're literally going to be synced up at the wall.
Yeah. They know that everybody wants a really close race.
God. This is nuts.
Yeah.
This is insane. They're like 3 seconds apart.
Yep.
Wee! Yee! Oh, Spike losing like a second because the Beamo shot him in the butt. And Namaha giving it back, getting caught up, and bonking.
Yeah. It's going to be a photo finish.
Jesus.
And all coming down to that bomb bag, 1 in Jabu, 1 in the ice cavern.
I know, right? That's crazy. And now they're just synced up.
Yep.
Oh, but Namaha didn't throw the bomb to explode that first. So Spike's just... Okay. See, I don't ever kill that first Lizalfos for that reason right there, because he can hit you off the statue, and it'll keep the statue moving, and it'll save you like a few seconds if he's a bro. And it seems like he was a bro for Spike at the end there, and he was a bro for Namaha like the end of his first one. Ooh, Namaha going for a fancy little strat. I like it.
Yep. Take notes.
Jesus. I did not expect to come in here today to commentate a race, and it ended up being like, at this point, literally 1 second apart.
Yeah, yeah.
It is actually just, it's like not even a second. Oh my god.
Yeah, wow.
They're going to be tied on Ganon, and Spike's going to lose to N64 lag on Ganon. He's actually going to lose to N64 lag on Ganon. I just thought about that.
Wow. High five taking that Iron Knuckle out. It's going to come down to Twin Rova and Ganon here.
Oh my god, this is nuts. And now Namaha's ahead because he got up there quicker.
Yeah, Spike missing that hook shot. Alright, is it Troll Rova or Twin Rova today?
Ooh, Namaha misses the first hit. Spike gets his first hit.
Yep.
Taking the lead back.
They know they're on Restream. They know they got thousands of people watching from home. They got a couple dozen people here in the audience.
Spike needs her to Piccolo herself. And there she goes. Staying one hit ahead.
Oh, okay, on Namaha, almost missed that other one.
Oh, that would have been... okay.
Go.
I was about to say, the fire lady was... I don't know their names. Was like, nah, I voted Namaha this race. I got to get out of your way, son. I Piccoloed once. I can't Piccolo twice. For anyone who doesn't get the Piccolo reference, DBZ, Piccolo jumps into like a laser beam.
Yeah, he's got a save Gohan. Just an innocent boy. So here we go, Spike in phase 2. Namaha, one more hit.
Did Namaha not get 4? Or are they being rude and giving him a 5th? Spike getting fancy with backflips and whatnot. Trying to kill some time while he waits.
Just showing off the graphic on the mirror shield.
Not hook-shotting Twin Rova to speed her up a little bit to get to her next platform. I'm sure Namaha knows the strats.
2, there we go, one cycle, not a problem.
I need to start doing this more often. Hookshot her after she shoots her things. That way she moves a lot quicker.
Yep.
Because look how much time he just caught back up on Spike just by forcing Twin Rova to move like that.
Yep, it's definitely a good point.
Like, he just caught back up seconds. And, like, a lot of people, in like a 2.5, 3.5 hour run like these can be, seconds don't really matter. They do now.
Yep, we've seen it.
These seconds matter a ton right now.
And that's the big difference between one-on-one versus a big weekly group race.
Oh yeah, like big weekly group races when you're in like you're in the IRC this or whatnot. Like you can see when people finish, and then you can kind of like somewhat start to metagame it.
Yep.
You know, and be like, oh, it couldn't have been here because that's just a garbage spot, and someone finished in X amount of time. Mm-hmm. You don't have that now. You have just, you are playing until you see the other one like raise their hand up or someone come up and tap you on the shoulder or something.
Zelda with a very helpful weapon there, a pack of nuts.
Hey man, when you don't have Vigoran Sword or Hammer, nuts is a viable option on Dorf. Not Dorf, but Ganon.
And we don't have the hammer.
But we have Vigoran, so we're fine there.
And they are a cutscene behind.
Yep.
Spike rolling to the castle. I wonder if Namaha can catch up a bit by doing some backwalks.
Probably will.
I think it's if the distance is more than 3 rolls, backwalking is a bit faster.
I think it was like if it was like more than 4 rolls, backwalking was just the way to go. I've always done it by like if it's more than 4.
No trials, not having to worry about that.
No trials.
Probably not even going to see the validation chest.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be something if opening the validation chest costs you the race?
I'd be the one to be opening the validation chest and to lose because of it, because I always open it. I never skip it. I'm too invested in the meme. Okay, Spike did not have the cleanest Lizalfos there, but it was quickly recoverable.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe at worst loses like a second, which could cost him, but like that's the sad thing. I'm so used to saying, oh, it just cost him like a little bit of time, and it's no big deal. It's actually a big deal now.
Yep.
Like, he needs clean fights here. Like, see, namaha just annihilated them. And Spike seeming to have a pretty good Stalfos fight. Staying one room ahead of namaha currently.
Yeah, coming down to the wire. Iron Knuckles.
Looks great for Stalfos.
Spike gonna take him out 2 at a time.
Ooh. Getting a little bounced on the fire.
Ooh, that's not good.
They traded hits there. Namaha taken beaten by the Stalfos a little bit in the fire. Spike getting bopped by an Iron Knuckle. I think the Iron Knuckle one is more time costly though.
Yep. I was curious. You know, the safer strat is doing 1 at a time, but that big Goron sword
yeah,
too.
with big Goron sword, you gotta go for the 2.
Okay.
They both did. How far up did Spike get on the steps? Because I know Namaha did not get far up enough on the steps.
Yeah.
Hey. Navi in our ears.
I don't know if I've seen anyone side hop up these stairs.
Spike does it. I've talked to Rai about it, and like even Rai's like, no, that's not faster. It might be in actuality. I don't think it is. I always just roll.
Yeah.
Like I would think if it's faster, Namaha would be doing some side hopping stuff.
Well, here we go. It's the dwarf.
All right, let's see. When Spike gains control, where are we at on time? About 30 seconds. No, let's see when Namaha gains control.
Ganondorf telling us where our light arrows were. We found those in Mido's house. And then again from King Dodongo.
Namaha is like 16 seconds behind. And he's going to gain some of that time back because of N64. Like, and Spike doesn't get the 1 cycle. Oh. That's really costly. He's about to get... Oh, okay, he didn't get snapped. All the frames dropping there for Spike.
Yeah, he's got the dwarf down first, though.
Yeah, but Namaha's right behind him. That 1 cycle, not getting the 1 cycle there really hurt Spike's time.
Yep. Well, here we go. 2 hours, 46 minutes. Here's Ganon.
Gains control at 24, has to do his menu. Gains control at 28, also has to do his menu.
Jump slash.
Like, Namaha's like 6 seconds behind.
Yep. It's going to come down to the final blow. Who's ready for bacon?
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum,
And I think Namaha catching up because of that lag.
Yeah, you see Spike entered the cutscene first, but with all that N64 lag, Namaha is now ahead of him. Just through the N64 cutscene lag. Oh.
Makes me have second thoughts about that EverDrive purchase.
Right? Oh, God.
And
Like,
that's not taken into account for their final times, right?
they both did the same exact menuing there. Both went over 1 screen and then back. Oh, man. Goodness.
And
Spike
Namaha has him.
Yeah, Spike having a little bit of a trouble getting going on the Ganon hits there, but does get him down.
Final 5 strikes incoming for Namaha.
Nama having a little bit of trouble getting far enough underneath him to start whapping that tail. Ooh, Nama taking a little bit more safer of an approach with jump slashing.
Yep, that's it. Has the pig down. 1 final strike.
My goodness.
Yeah, this has been quite the race.
They're just cutscenes apart right now. Like, they're like 10 seconds apart currently. 10, 12.
And there we go.
2:48.35 for namaha.
Coming down to the wire, we have Bacon. And putting on a showcase of the difference between emulators versus console.
Yeah, really. In actuality, yeah. It really was a little bit, yeah.
And there we go. Spike finished up.
GG's to both. What a good, close race that was.
Yeah, amazing race. But, yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be taking a quick commercial break and then getting these runners over here to chat a bit. But, yeah, definitely give these runners a follow if you haven't already. And the audience now sharing with the runners just how close and hype this race was. Oh. Well, yeah, how's your group stage going so far, Barrel?
I do my second match later today.
Okay, nice. Best of luck, of course.
Yeah, hopefully I can not play on emulator, so that way I don't lose millions of years to Ganon.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm going to assume we don't need these on anymore. Spike. Yeah.
Oh, you got
I know it's super helpful being all the way over there.
Yeah, I got one for N64. Yeah, I need it for N64.
Did you guys want to go do an interview before we move on to the next segment of stuff? Sure.
Alright, headphones back on then. Ugh, giving the ears a bit of a rest from these things. Okay. Spiky boy. This is my way of the here. These are my hint notes, and just like song notes, and like this, like each of y'all getting them at different points.
Did we go on like wildly different routes?
Kinda, yeah. Namaha knew like all the way to the heroes long before you did, like quickly before you did.
Oh, really? I had like 4 of them
Should
right
we
away.
be putting these on? I assume?
Yeah,
You're not on camera.
you're not on camera right there.
Let's get going.
Down.
Get right up to me, right up here next to me, so that way I can really get. Yeah, Namaha, give you a little bit of a peek at how I was doing my way, my hint tracking. It is a mess. Yes, it got confusing quickly. Oh, night.
But yeah,
I'm sure we'll be told. What
yeah.
a race, though.
Crazy.
I still can't believe it was that close.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
It's never that close.
Uh-huh. Y'all were literally like seconds apart. And it was, well, I guess we'll talk more about it. Like, yeah.
30 seconds.
I missed the one-sided one board.
Yes, you
I
did.
was like, I do not remember what the time was. I constantly roll. So I think I shot early.
Submit levels for this tournament via Twitch chat. Oh,
Yep.
interesting. Twitch chat can make some really truly levels for the Super Mario Maker stuff. Yeah.
Or Silver's your go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Strength 1 was my second.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. I felt like I must have had strength around the same time.
I guess.
Close.
I guess we were close.
All I had left was I'd already did 4
All will
I
be
left all the
revealed.
rest of 4 is
All will be revealed.
I had not fours. Oh, so you must have made me wrong.
Good to go.
All right.
All right.
Welcome back to Speed Gaming. We have our racers here, Namaha and SpikeVegeta. Crazy race they just showed you.
GG's to both of you boys.
It's impossible for a race to be that close.
It really is.
It was. I think both of us were like, I guess I won when we took off our headphones.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were like, cool. I was like, oh, they're plotting for me. Nice. Oh, I lost. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, funny thing about that is you were ahead going into Spirit the first time when you were first going there, and then there wasn't a key, so you had to go back to Child, and that's where Namaha got ahead of you. But Namaha had spent keys previously, and so you got 2 keys quicker than he did in the boss key to go up. So you passed him there, and you were like couple seconds behind. He was like a couple seconds behind you going into the that wall room.
Oh, okay.
And then he passed you going into Twin Rova.
Okay.
And then he missed
Had
a
a terrible
beam.
Twin Rova.
And you passed
okay.
him. And then you were leading all the way up into Dorf.
Okay.
Where you then kept leading until the Ganon cutscene.
Until the cutscene.
Oh.
Quite
lag.
literally in the
That's
Ganon
insane.
cutscene.
I mean, you could sit there and like criticize the lag difference, but if I one cycle Dorf, that's it right there as
Yep.
well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, actually, it would have been like stupid close. Y'all would have been taking y'all's headphones off at like probably the same time. It would have
What
been
happens
like,
if we tie?
I feel like it would have been like a 2-second difference. At that
It would have
point.
been yeah. But
It
either
was- it
way,
would've
yeah,
been
that was insane. That's
Incredible.
it's almost one of those because I've been in speedrunning for years. It's almost one of those where I wish we knew where each other was, so we're like sitting there like, oh my god, go jump in a pit or something. Come on, dude. Like,
Yeah, right.
But the whole time, I was convinced. I felt like I got bomb bagged first.
Nope.
In
Nope.
ice cover. I wasn't the first.
You did
one.
not.
I went Jabu pretty early.
You
yeah.
went into Jabu. Okay.
He went to Jabu ridiculously early.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we had the Ruto's Letter and Boomerang
Right.
like right out the gate,
Off
and
Richard, I think
then
it was
found the scale and Way of the Hero Cac, and that pushed me towards Jabu pretty early. I hadn't even checked if it was a stone at that point, actually.
You had, yeah, you
Yeah.
played in child.
Oh my! You pulled the right card.
Yeah.
You actually pulled the right card. Where
And
he
it
didn't
worked,
check his
kinda.
stone fire in one of the qualifier seeds for season 1. Goes all the way up to it and gets hover boots.
But there was a lot of logic.
brilliant.
You had both Boomerang and Ruto's Letter and
Yeah.
Sphere Zero.
This
Yeah.
had a lot of logic to push towards that.
Yeah, I think even if I had known that it was a stone, I probably would have gone anyway.
Yeah,
Just
no, that's
knowing
fair.
all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much not a Stone Jabu guy, but I was sitting there the whole time like, I feel like it wants me to go there. So, got lucky, got bailed out by the ice cavern. I guess is more so what
Boy,
happened.
did you.
Yep.
There was lens on Baronade, by the way.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this. The reward for killing King Dodongo.
Oh my god.
Did you run into it too?
Oh, I did
Yes.
too. Oh, I'm so glad.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Did you do it? Did he do it first?
Yes,
Yep.
he did it
Oh,
first.
okay.
That's funny.
Because I did it. I was like, there's no way he didn't do it. It's the big shiny yellow.
I know. You want the shiny items. Come on.
Oh, wait, Mido was hoarding the damn thing.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Like
I'm glad we both did.
Spike audibly when that happened just goes, I know, I know.
No. Yeah, I didn't hear anything the whole seed from the crowd or you guys or anything until that laugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Is that
heard
what that was? Okay, I heard that laugh too. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
what it
what that
was.
laugh was about.
Was that right when I picked up the Kokiri sword?
We laughed about that one
That
too,
too.
yeah.
I heard that too. That was on the right hand in Spirit.
Yep.
So,
So I did
okay.
Child Spirit. and found
yeah,
that.
I was
the very
talking
last
about.
child check that I opened was the Kokiri sword, so that was nice
I
and
feel
useful.
like I almost wasn't a child in this seed. Like, I was like, oh, sweet. I got this boomerang thing. I got to have full sticks. I might have used like 5 sticks in the whole run. Because I skipped Goma and I didn't do any of Jabu. Obviously, bottom of the well was dead. Child Spirit just to do the 2 checks, and, just to get the key at the beginning. But yeah, felt like we were pretty much an adult the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. I think I spent probably a fair bit more time as child just since I went up into Jabu.
You definitely did, yeah.
You also grabbed the strength there as a child.
Oh yeah, I went back to
Trying
do
to
some
clean it
cleanup,
up.
trying to find the
Spike
strength upgrade. I was gonna go in to do Child Gorn City as well, but
Did you ever consider going to Ice Cavern?
that was up on my list too. Yeah, I wanted to wait until that was probably what my next play was after Child Cleanup if I didn't find that first strength.
Gotcha. and then that just led to silvers, obviously.
Right, yeah. At that point, you
real-
got dungeons to do, you go do them, so.
The real question, who did chickens?
He did not.
I did chickens. I saw that cat.
There it
you
is.
know. Yeah.
You didn't.
That was in my
You
mind
don't
as well,
do
yeah.
chickens. You
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
couple
don't
minutes.
do chickens. I win by 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do chickens.
That's actually how
obviously.
long they are.
When did you route them in, out of curiosity?
It was relatively early. I saw the Cackway, the hero, and I think we had still only gotten a scale there. I thought possibly Requiem or Epona's was there. I didn't know OOT was Epona's for a long time.
I never got the hint for it.
Oh, you never read
No.
it? Yeah.
I figured it had to be because of the magic way of the hero and
Yeah.
Hyrule Field, plus the other one being on
So
horseback
yeah,
archery.
I found that magic shortly after I had
Oh,
read.
yeah.
Oh, Hyrule Field's Way of the Hero. Oh, Epona's is on OOT. Oh, Magic is on 1500. This sucks. Terrible seed. Can we
Yeah.
reroll?
I guess the hammer wasn't accessible, though. I don't know if you found it.
Maybe.
I never
Yeah,
found
I
it.
never found it. We have
I was
no
hitting
clue.
him with the bigger end sword at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed the Epona hint, so like the entire time I was thinking, oh, Epona is the nice cavern, and it wasn't. And I was like, oh, Epona is on Requiem, and then it
wasn't,
like
right?
I was
Yeah.
texted about where it was. I was like, oh, okay.
I was convinced it was going to be on Prelude or in Nocturne check,
Mm-hmm.
just because it would have been magic locked at that point, and it
Yeah.
would have made sense that the 1500 magic was there, and that magic in Hyrule Field could still be Way of the Hero.
Yeah,
It would have had to have been locked by that, but
yeah, no.
Nope,
That
no,
was-
nothing from the Ocarina. No
What a
big
time.
pose, no nothing.
Let's talk about the big Goron hook shot.
Oh,
You
no.
got
That
he
was
got
funny.
that super early. and
that was in the
like,
back of the lake. Yeah.
I was like, I don't really fully know how you route those, Spike. So I was sitting here concerned, like, are you ever going to get those hints? And then, like, you ended up actually getting them. I was just like, okay, he's not totally boned.
Right. When I got Sun Song, I said, okay, I have the luxury of being able to read all these hint stones. It felt like and especially with doing all the multi-worlds we've done, I feel like I've routed in a lot of hint stones early. And I was sitting there, I felt like 30 plus minutes into the seed. I looked down, I was like, I've written down like 5 things. What had happened? Like I just wasn't reading hint stones for whatever reason.
Yeah, I wrote down more things in 30 minutes than
Right.
you did. Yeah.
I like your applause note at the end. Just for anyone who doesn't know, you probably can't see, but right down there he says applause.
Yeah.
Remember to do that. But
Yeah.
no, yeah. So when I
everybody
saw
applaud.
Sun
Applaud.
Song- applaud. Very good. Very good. Yeah, applause
Yeah,
to our
yeah.
commentators.
Good audience.
I'm sure they did a
Yeah.
good job.
You couldn't hear
I
any of it.
couldn't hear it. I was shocked I couldn't hear you. But no, yeah. So when I saw the hook shot in the back corner, I was like, maybe he doesn't route in that specific one, that corner. Maybe you just read the run and then you run up. But I said his movement's probably good, so he probably knew that. But as soon as I read that, I went, oh no. I'm waiting for the prescription
I was
to
dreading
pop
that
up in the
prescription.
next
Right,
thing.
yeah.
That this is going to be the seed. Thankfully, there's just a nice little claim check right there.
conveniently right there in
Yeah,
Dodongo's
just go
cavern,
up
and
and
he's
say,
like,
Oh,
yeah.
thank Christ.
It's like, here you go, kind sir. I'd like my hook
My
shot,
hook shot,
please.
So,
Or in y'all's case, long shot. But
yeah, at that
Yeah,
point.
Story of the seed, though, the hunt for that strength upgrade, and
Oh my God.
I can't believe it took us that long
Yeah, I
to find
can't
one.
either. Strength was just nowhere. You couldn't find it. Also, neither of you had to buy a shield. I need to
I
get that.
know.
No,
Suck it, both of
never had
Felt
to.
pretty silly.
Yeah, yeah,
Was
bet.
it
Yeah.
Nerds.
3 checks after I bought mine?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep.
there was mirror.
I
shield down
chastised
there
you
one.
100%.
Oh yeah, no.
I bought it
did.
right before going adult, and then did Dampe like right away. Found the
I'm glad I
mirror shield.
didn't
Nice.
lose by like 3 seconds because I stopped and showed my shield not once but twice because I did it after the mirror shield. So I'm like, God, here you go.
That's why you never buy a shield.
Yeah,
You
that
always
was.
get one.
I mean, that's the difference in the race.
maybe.
Yeah, you would have won this one.
I mean, that's 10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, that's 10
That's,
seconds.
that
100%.
nothing else costs 10 seconds.
Yeah, nothing else.
Perfect
That.
execution, perfect luck.
Yep, exactly.
Check, no
Just
extra
flawless
checks.
everything. You
But
nailed
buying
it.
that shield, dude.
That's what.
God, you threw away like 2 years there. Both of you just fools completely. God, I don't understand.
Don't know what we
Oh,
were
speaking
thinking.
of fool, I liked popping out into Zoro's River and be like, all right, Zoro's
Yeah.
River is a fool
I
should.
did the exact same thing. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm here to buy a
Thanks
beam.
for that.
So,
I
yeah,
bet
yeah.
that's where the Ocarina of Time hints were, is in Zora's River.
That's a
Either
good
in-
point,
Up
yeah.
top or in the grotto.
Oh, see, I skipped those 2 hints. I
I did
found
too.
it somewhere else. I don't know. I think I found it in the Storms Grotto outside
Yeah, I was
Death
about to
Mountain.
say.
Oh, okay.
Storm's
I never
Grotto
got
might have
Storm.
been
So,
A.
yeah,
Yes.
that would make sense. I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
was-
maybe in Fountain. I didn't check both of
maybe
those.
he checked this, but you would have never got Storm. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good race, nonetheless.
Yeah,
It's-
that's cool. We'll have to watch
I hope
that
they
one
all
back.
come back. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I hope every race is like that close. I know it probably won't happen.
I hope.
but-
Yeah, I hope somehow that isn't the closest race. We see
Yeah,
all week.
exactly.
There's no way it's not going to be though.
Yeah, but
But if that does seem to happen more and more, I can imagine that less and less people will be playing on console.
This was like the poster child.
MU Gang, yeah.
So you have many things. You can either do this for free, or you can spend a lot of money to lose minutes.
Yeah. I wonder which one.
But seriously, GG to Namaha. I was going into the match
GGs.
thinking, like, it was last night, some people had dropped out of our groups, and they said, oh, we found you opponent. Oh, who is it? He's really good. He's like really, really good. Namaha. I'd heard about him in the multi-world tournament, so I went, ooh. All right, well, hopefully I keep it close. And apparently I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't
I was
disappoint.
nervous too, man. You're no slouch, so.
So apparently.
Your console voted against you, unfortunately.
No, but seriously, like, don't focus on that.
Yeah,
Like, all the credit in the world
That's
to
a
Namaha.
meme.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
about to say. We'll come back. We'll find you in the bracket somewhere.
That's right.
So.
Get the revenge race.
Yeah.
The salty run back.
We can swap. I'll be you be on
Oh,
emulator. I'll do
okay, I'm
Everdrive for our
down.
next match. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I would actually die of laughter if you had the same exact thing happen, but with reverse.
I lose by
He
10
loses
seconds.
because of the console lag, and you win
That'd be
because
too
of the
good.
emulator. You couldn't write that. You couldn't make that
No,
up.
that was
That'd be
insane.
great.
You also can't write the bomb bags, Jabu, Ice
Oh
Cavern,
my
same
God.
areas.
That they were.
pretty
Oh, thank
insane.
God.
That bailed you out so
Yeah.
hard.
Oh,
The explosives were all pretty locked. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
even the
yeah.
bomb
Those-
chews were bomb locked for the most part. I think
There-
the only non-bomb locked chews that I found were on adult fishing, which I don't know
Yep.
if you did that.
yeah, I did adult fishing.
See, like, I'm sitting there with y'all both having a wallet. I'm thinking, okay, you in your case, you don't get bombs.
just
You're
gonna buy
going to
a
try to
10-pack.
get out to
Yeah.
the desert as soon as you
Sure.
can to buy chews. But fortunately, you found the bomb bag in Ice Cavern.
yeah, I like the
and it was never
density
an
of
issue.
Ice Cavern still. So,
Yeah, it's decent.
was
It's
good.
pretty good.
anyways.
Especially if you're song hunting still. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I was still in the mood of maybe opponents will be out here, maybe.
getting either that or Requiem would have been super valuable in Ice Cavern. Yeah,
So you didn't cross the wasteland?
I did not.
Yeah, that was. I knew going out there. I said there's only like a 33% chance this will necessarily pay out. I said, okay, I'm about to get my Shadow Medallion. I could get my Water Medallion. We're about to get 2 songs there. So that was, well,
It's a play to
GG.
make.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How much of GTG did you do out of
Oh,
curiosity?
I did
all of it.
everything.
Yeah.
I did everything, but
except
then-
for the strength 2
But
stuff.
then, yeah, it got to the point where I said, okay, well,
Did
I'm
you
just
have,
missing 2 strength at this point.
Did you have Song of Time already at that
I
point?
did not.
Oh,
So
okay.
I didn't do the toilet.
They're pretty much same here.
Yeah.
I skipped the left side of the maze, and that's it.
Okay.
Other than the stuff we just mentioned, yeah, the silver's locked stuff.
Yeah, also, I'm Gokuing the great spin thing you did with the Wolfoses there. I like
Yeah,
that. I'm
was
going to
sick,
Goku
right?
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Wait,
use
what
that.
did he
I
do?
knew.
So the Wolfoses, he
In
like got
GTG?
them all up, and then he just gets in the middle of them and does the big quick spin. and
Oh,
Kills
yeah.
all 4 in one go. Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
Does that only work with Big Goron Sword or
Yeah.
Master Sword too? Okay,
Yeah.
just the biggie.
If you happen to hit them on their backs with the Master Sword, that'll do it too.
Yeah.
That's a pretty tall order though to get all 4 of them at
Yeah.
once.
All right.
But if that's good for y'all, I think we're good here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys
GGs
for
to both of
commentating.
y'all.
Thanks for
Absolutely.
having
Hell
us.
Really fun race to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Really
Yeah,
enjoyed
Fun
it.
seed to play. GG,
Heck
man.
yeah, that was fun.
Look forward to
See
the
you next
salty
time.
rematch.
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
Oh, hell
Salty
yeah.
run back.
Yeah. Give it up for these runners.
Applaud.
And for these guys.
Why?
Listen to one barrel. Alrighty. We'll be right back with more speed gaming stuff.
Yeah, what he said.